sharing the same soundboard.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
hi.
that makes a lot of sense.
All right, everybody.
Are you guys
Welcome
like
to
right
Bad
next to
Science
each other?
Sunday, where we take a comedic approach to, I don't know, laughing at science and shit. I don't know. We be having technical difficulties too, right? Let's see. Let's start with this while I figure out my audio.
Oh boy.
All right, let's do it.
Hi, how's it? My name
Hi.
is Luco,
Hi,
and
Luca.
I'm not a rapper, by the way. Not a rapper, by the way. Tongues, you know. Not a rapper, by the way. Tongues, you know. Rapping tongues, you know, tongues, you know, rapping tongues, you know, tongues, you know, rapping tongues, tongues, you know, tongues, you know,
Oh, it kills me every time.
rapping tongues, you know, tongues, you know. Hi, how's it? My name is Luco, and I'm not a rapper, by the way.
Wait, hold on.
Best shit ever.
There we
That's-
go.
All
Yeah,
right, I
right
have
there.
no idea what's going on. I'm gonna try to go out and come back in.
All right,
Bandy, start the show.
I will do that. All right. So, what we have. So, hello, everybody. We have this week. We have the wonderful Jena and Oz. I never do this part. So I'm sure I'm doing it wrong. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
I never do. Yeah.
Just chill it. Oh, hold on. I got my Bluetooth. My bad.
Gotcha.
Now I don't hear double. Hey,
Every time.
I'm like the really ugly kid at prom. I'm just happy to be here.
Which he's not ugly. He's a very handsome man.
I am the ugly kid at prom.
Oh my god. I am great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Eating a brownie.
Well, let's see if we can change that.
I don't. And like, I'll give you a brief summation of the topic because I saw the thumbnail and I'm like, what the fuck?
I think
I told a handful of people about it, and that was the standard response.
this is going to be a really fun video to respond to also because the way they do it in sort of bite-sized chunks, like we might come back to this again in the future.
Oh boy.
He's really excited about it.
I am.
I wonder sometimes because I
This one.
on your guys' show, and I'm like, how do they find this shit?
Oh, yeah, no. So this is a good one. So, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen you've heard of Billy Carson, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you know he was married?
Oh no.
Was or is?
Last I checked, he is. I heard that was a little rocky, but I believe they are still married. So, did you know that his wife is also a grifter?
I'm not shocked.
Sure.
So we found
Yeah.
her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she runs apparently the Forbidden Knowledge Podcast Network.
Forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge.
Wow.
But forbidden is spelled with the numeral 4.
Oh, of course it is.
I think because there was the name is too long, and instead of dropping either podcast or network, because you only need one of them, they're like, nah, we're just gonna front load it with the number 4. You know, it might be search engine optimization, like alphabetically it shows up early.
Sure.
It could
Yeah,
work. Sure.
yeah, but yeah, they're it's a pretty successful channel. They've got 1.16 million subscribers.
That's it.
Right.
Well, what is weird is that this video from what, 3 weeks ago or so only has 5,200 views.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That is really bad conversion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't get numbers like that.
Probably, you know what I bet happened? I bet YouTube probably suppressed this because they're like, this is bullshit. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. The title of the video: Quantum Biology, the newest science broken down, and it will be broken. It will be broken. Quantum Physics Within the Body by Elizabeth Carson. And I do enjoy that the guest is Dr. Catherine Clinton, which is spelled here in one way, and then later down here it's spelled with a K. And these are the details that I like to bring you.
I love it.
Real quick before we hit play, because now I'm trying to figure out which of these, and maybe we can have a poll on this. Which of these is going to be more ridiculous? This video, or there are sons of bitches out there that actually think they can freestyle in tongues?
I saw your video on that, and I was just like,
It's like, and he's not the only one. Like, I picked that one because I made that beat for it, and I was like,
That is
oh,
so good.
it fits so perfect. And then what puts it over the top is Jena doing that.
No, because he created something musically, and I was like, well, now I'm obligated to create a fucking video about it. And I'm like, what do I use? And I'm like, well,
the Vigia.
I know, but it was like, how do you make this entertaining? Because creatively, I was like, well, I'll just find the various clips he used, because he broke up all the shit, and I had to run through the original video is like 7 to 11 minutes long. So I had to run through the whole thing back and forth to find the bits he took out, and I just created little motions where he's doing ridiculous shit like this, and I'm like, okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, that one, it was fun to make. But
It was
fun. He's not the only one. Like you,
I think we created that whole thing in an evening.
Yeah.
You mixing it and me making the video in one evening.
Yeah, if you're ever having a day, you just having one of those days that you're just really fucking pissed off, or you're just feeling down.
Watch that.
If you go to YouTube and type in "rapping tongues" or "freestyling tongues," there is a plethora of these.
Wow.
It for y'all, if you don't know, yes, I'm a DJ, but I'm a hip hop head. I love to rap. I love freestyling. This shit is hilarious.
Hilarious.
It will put a big old smile on your non-believing face.
Well.
Well,
all right, deep breaths. Let's go.
I did skip the teaser bit because I think we're gonna get to it around
We're gonna
here.
get to it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I hit this exactly, so hopefully this is right.
This type of cell-bound water. When we come in contact with that, we are able to soak some of that energy up, and there's an excitement that happens. That layering of negatively charged electrons actually excites our system.
What?
Is there any way
She's
we can
sped up?
slow her down?
I don't think she is sped. Oh my God, she is sped. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that she
I
was.
was like, God, lady, you're saying a bunch of bullshit too
Yeah.
fast.
Right? No, yeah,
No, it
yeah.
doesn't sound any better slowed
It,
down, but
Okay.
in fact, it sounds worse because you can hear the words better.
I'm the
It's not
dumb one.
ideal.
Pay attention and trying to learn something. Got it.
Yeah, no.
I
You
was
don't.
just trying to catch a word.
I was actually trying to skip to this scene right here. So
Gotcha.
this is just where they're.
whoa,
And this-
music.
This is a gem. There we go.
That's great. Yeah, you know how.
All right.
Look, it's the Carsons. You know, like they're money hungry. We don't want to do
Fair.
anything.
Fair.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Just a Gem. My name is Elizabeth Carson, and today I have a very special guest, Dr. Catherine Clinton. I'm so excited to have you here, Dr. Catherine. Could you tell everyone that doesn't know you a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Spoiler alert. I'm not sure this person should be given the title doctor.
Okay.
Well, I was just
Yeah, I was
actually
trying to
in the
think-
middle of searching it.
Right.
There we
and
go.
I was thinking, like, what's ND? Let me Google that.
Anytime, listen,
Uh,
Dr. Josh, Dr. Kill taught me, anytime you hear somebody say doctor, just Google it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just Google it. Doctor.
Yep. So, and I think she was about to explain.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to talk with you. I'm a licensed naturopathic physician here in Oregon. And so I treat patients with and teach doctors and people all about quantum biology.
Nitro. Did she say nitro?
Natural.
Natural.
She says
She's a naturopathic physician.
naturopathic.
Naturopathy.
Okay, that's real.
Naturopathy is banned. It's not allowed. Like, you can't even be that in 3 states in the union. So that's not
for me,
ideal.
it's saying it's a primary care doctor who uses natural therapy. For me, it says a primary care doctor who uses natural therapies and modern medicine to treat illnesses.
Some of them probably do that. It's one of these areas where there are probably some people who are totally fine, and then there's a lot of cranks.
Yeah.
And
So
this is one of the cranks.
It's a 4-year accredited naturopathic medicine school. They study basic sciences, nutrition, psychology, and complementary therapies, and receive clinical training. Some states and territories require them to be licensed.
I would hope
Well,
so.
and apparently she said she was licensed in Oregon. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, but
I'm
In
researching.
on holistic
Some
medicine.
states, yeah.
I'm researching as we speak.
this is a person who there's a lot that goes wrong here. Biology and quantum mechanics, like all systems are quantum mechanical systems. So yes, it shows up in biology, but like, no.
I was gonna say, how do you feel, doctor?
There is, I don't know what this means. Look at what's on the screen. We have bird navigation with entanglement, probably not relevant to bird navigation. We have quantum smell. Now, I'm a quantum physicist. I don't know what the hell that's even supposed to mean.
Are you even a real doctor then?
Well, I mean,
If you don't
Like,
know,
how did they not cover quantum smell in doctor school?
you missed that class.
the same way they didn't cover married bachelors. Okay, it's not a thing. Okay, I mean, I suppose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, apparently, being a licensed ND means that you teach quantum biology. I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, but I do want to thank Sarah, Triceratops is malleable, SAC, like a mallet for 10 months as a cult member. We truly appreciate you. Please continue to enjoy your your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas.
And it's a really fun new emerging field that has a profound impact on our health.
Absolutely. So it was so cool, guys. I found Dr. Catherine on Instagram, just scrolling around, and one of the recommended posts came up.
What was that?
Because that's how you find your doctors. On
I
Instagram.
mean,
That
absolutely.
is how
On Instagram, that's where I
I
find
will
all my
say,
doctors.
I go to Instagram.
I will say, in terms of having like a guest on your show, if you run a podcast, that is a totally reasonable way of finding somebody. Even doctors, like finding a doctor, if she was a real doctor, who has social media and does that, like, yeah, you could do that. But yeah, you probably shouldn't generally get a lot of medical advice from social media, or any, depending on the social media.
Hey, just quick question because I'm listening. I'm researching at the same time. For the high school dropout that's attending this very important matter. How many years does a doctor in the medical field anyway? Like how long do they usually spend in a college setting?
Oh God.
In a post high school setting, basically.
Yeah.
Yes, post high school.
So 4 years of post high
Yeah.
school, and then like what, 3 or 4 years of medical school and 2 years of residency or something like that.
Or more, yeah. Yeah. I
And
feel like it's around 10, but like like after like residency and all, but don't quote me on that. It's at least 8.
But like a resident, to call a resident merely a student, for example, would be missing a lot of the point. Like at that point in your education, you are also like doing style. Like I think
Yeah, I get that.
finished medical school, right?
The reason I ask is and before that, one more I guess qualifying question. In that 4 years plus whatever the post high school, what's the average I guess amount of money you think someone would spend on said education?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, medical school's
A lot, right?
expensive.
A lot.
A lot, yeah.
I said that kind of knowing that it's pretty expensive.
Not cheap.
This particular degree is three years and about $25,000 to $30,000.
What?
That's what I'm finding so far.
Ugh.
Wait, no, you're not a real anything without 6 figures.
Well, I didn't have to pay for graduate school. Not because I got a scholarship, just because in my field that's kind of how it works. Because it's a
All
full-time
right.
job.
Well, 1, go fuck yourself. 2,
Yes, ma'am.
but 2, like we're talking about like real doctors, right?
Right.
So
Physicians copied, okay? The term doctor was exclusively
he's really
for...
going to make me do this. All right. See what I did here? All right, fine. Dr. Tapioca Weasel is a real weasel doctor, all right? Just in case. No, I don't know. Like I'm not trying to shit on doctors and say that they're what do you call it? Like I'm used to dealing with a lot of medical staff, and almost everybody has, like, Jenna, you did your clinicals, and CNAs do their clinicals, and most licensed people have some kind of equivalent of that. And so you need to go through it, and then you sit for the board or whatever the state thing is, and you have to do both many times. So I'm not trying to say it's not part of being a student. I'm just, when I'm thinking about, I don't know, again, being not clinical, but having to oh God, I just said the word and now I forgot it. Having to credential, said people. It all in my brain, it all just kind of gets like it's like, okay, like these people, you have to do this, you have to do the class, and then you have to do the thing, and then and then you pass the test, and then I can hire you. I,
Yep.
it's whatever. So that's why if there are any doctors out there, not trying to shit on anything you have to do. You have to be a doctor. Um, I'm not convinced that she's a doctor.
Well, real quick, and then
She had to do any of those things.
this will be the last thing I share, and this has now satisfied my what I was looking for and needed to know. Although NDs may be well qualified to practice naturopathic medicine that utilizes natural medicine and treatments in a natural approach, NDs do not receive the education and training and naturopathic education programs to safely perform even minor procedures and prescribe medication without a physician's supervision.
Right.
That's beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
That makes me feel better.
Me too.
But she's going to throw this doctor in front of her name like she has all the experience that
probably other NDs like her. That's what she's teaching, because I can't imagine her actually teaching MDs, M as in medical.
No, she wouldn't be qualified.
You're not qualified.
Yeah.
So now I feel qualified to be here. So let's go.
Fantastic. Also,
Chip Davis can confirm you have your doctorate.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
We have one of the two people that awarded me my doctorate in the chat right now.
In the chat. Yes.
I am now ultimately qualified to be here. Fuck you, doctor.
Can I also award you a doctor?
Okay.
Absolutely. In what?
Of
Okay, you are hereby a doctor of quantum biology.
Look at you.
And I want to
racking them up.
Yeah.
You know what? My parents told me I would never be shit in life. I now hold 2 doctorates.
Yeah. I mean,
and I did not pay a penny.
there we go.
I imagine that dissertation was also embargoed.
Both of them were embargoed. Yes.
I just wanted to say that Omnivore mentioned it in the chat earlier. Yes, she totally looks like she's ripping on a joint right now, and I'm into it.
Ready. She's about ready.
And your post just grabbed me like that. I'm like, oh my God, I have never heard of this, but this is amazing. So I went down into a little bit of research, and I researched your page a bit, and I realized that this is so amazing and important, and not very many people are talking about this. So
thank God.
Yeah.
Sam.
Oh, thank you for the work that you do.
Oh, well, thank you for everything you do and for helping me spread this information. It is really impactful, and not a lot of people are talking about it.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Because it's good. This is gonna be a theme. What you're talking about is nothing. You're not talking. It's completely empty of content, and the content that she does have is wrong.
Hey guys, all right, you ready to dive into these questions, Dr. Catherine?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so first question, how does quantum mechanics explain the way energy flows through the body's systems?
I like how she read that. Someone write down the questions for me so I can sound smart.
Oh my God, that's a question that.
Question.
Is that a question?
Oh my God, he's already tired.
He's already tired.
So hold on, you know what? This is one thing on the. Well, I'll ask for your guys' permission to use the track because I mixed it. But this is when I love to have a drink break, because when you're already.
Oh man!
When you're this whole show is a drink break.
Okay, then. A drink break.
Okay, then drink.
Hey, no, we need that good fucked up.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
There it is.
Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord.
So let's hear that question again.
Catherine?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So, first question: how does quantum mechanics explain the way energy flows through the body's systems?
Great question. So we're used to thinking of the body as a chemical mechanical being, right? And the way that things are explained in a cell is that we have a key floating around and then it randomly finds a receptor, unlocks that receptor, and action happens.
Why are you like this? Like, okay, quantum mechanics, anytime you have chemistry, fundamentally, somewhere in there, you're going to have quantum mechanics, okay? Physical chemistry, like, all of these things do bleed into each other on some level. But you don't, other than the specific, like, molecular, physical chemistry that's happening on exactly how, like, an enzyme will bind to a big ass other chemical, which is what she's talking about with this key that's floating around, and then you just have like a thing that's floating and it slots into a thing and magic happens. Like,
Maybe she's just purposely breaking it down for her to understand. Because that's really simplistic of how
it is, and it's not the worst. Like, isolated, the way of describing how some of these, you know, how the internal chemistry of a cell works.
Right.
That you will have like an enzyme or something, and then something will bond, and it has to fit in just right.
Right.
Yeah, totally valid and legit. But
Simplistic.
like,
don't break. Don't break
So
a brain.
here's Dr. Kip here to confirm that DJ Ozzy Oz is real.
doctor,
Doctor
Doctor
JJ.
DJ,
Doctor,
DJ
I'm sorry,
Ozzy
Dr.
Oz.
DJ
Yeah.
Ozzy Oz.
The mad scientist.
The
You were gonna say, honey.
Yes.
What I was going to say, I cannot say after Kip's post.
Alcohol. Oh.
But we know that we're trillions and trillions of cells. Each one of those cells is completing hundreds of thousands of tasks each second. Mathematically, that's impossible with this chemical, mechanical model and random collision. And
It's not impossible. It's
That's like saying that if you had a beaker full of chemicals and you poured it into another thing, like they couldn't all react because that's so many chemical reactions. Yeah.
Okay, I can actually say what I was going to say, even though Kip said that, because my degree is actually in very deep theology that you've
It's
never
in
even heard
theology.
of.
Yes,
That
yes.
you've never even heard of. That's how deep it is.
Are you an ordained Essene? Sorry.
That's in mid-bargain. It doesn't matter to you. So when I'm hearing her talk, so now going to my music career, the guys that want to rap and do the freestyles, that do the lyrical, empirical, but they just like put a bunch of words together that don't really belong together, but they think it sounds really cool to belong together. Is that I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm hearing right now,
right. Yeah.
where it's
And the argument for big numbers.
it's like
Right.
what
Thank
are we
you.
doing?
Right. Just because there's so many, it's just it's impossible. And yes, Leo, thank you. That was my other point. It's not just randomized. There is a purpose and a process of how all that shit happens. She's making it sound like, oh, it just randomly floats around and boom, it happens. That's impossible. No, bitch. What are you
And
talking?
like cells are small, and you know things like happen out of. You put a molecule in a cell. It's not going to take that long for it to kind of get shimmied all over and get grabbed by whatever happens to be able to grab it. Like if you have chemicals in the cell, in the cytoplasm, that are able to interact with it, it's going to run into one of those very quickly. Like very quickly.
What is a cytoplasm?
The cytoplasm is the goop that's inside of a cell.
Right. In simple terms.
I needed it broke down just like that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Inside, now I got it.
Yeah. And like so the cytoplasm is where all of the organelles inside the cell like exist and float in. It's sort of like weird, jellies. It's probably just mostly water, but and so you'll have like the nucleus often somewhere, and then of course the most importantly you will have the mitochondrion, the powerhouse of the cell. I really hope that
Did you say that just because he just popped up in the chat?
I didn't. I actually didn't know he was in the chat until after I was already finished saying mitochondria and powerhouse of the cell.
It's okay. You just had to leave. All you had to do is leave it the goop in the cell. He got lost after everything.
No, I was, but
Dr. Dan, we love you so much, and
I was trying to troll
so
Dr.
sorry
Dan
about that. So we're just gonna move on to left-handed Jedi who be dropping dubs in the chat. All right. And as an anti-magnetologist, this is clearly a scam. Love you guys. You lift my spirits. You lift our spirits.
Hey, you tell me anytime you want me to hit the drink break button, you tell me and I'll hit it.
You know what?
All this language they're talking about, if we're not talking theology, I'm lost.
I know. I know Jenna's a nurse. So, and then we have the really real weasel doctor over here. So this is a
Glasses.
And I've been moving all weekend, so I'm like, I need something that is going to be in one of your wheelhouses. And since we don't slam religion here, it was going to have to be Jenna's.
Appreciate it. At least it's breaking a bit of my brain as much as your co-host.
Hold on.
And stupid enough to where lay people like me and you would be like, wait a minute. Like, this sounds stupid.
I was about to say, I know stupid when I hear it.
Exactly. See, so a little bit for you and a little bit for her.
Appreciate it. Y'all think of us.
Cheers.
All right.
And that's where quantum biology comes in. It looks at how the smallest pieces of life interact with the smallest pieces of our biology. So the flow of electrons, the flow of protons, the flow of photons of light or phonons of sound, and how this language of frequency works in living systems.
See, this was the part where
frequency of language.
The language of frequency.
Oh.
And she said that right after using a word that most grifters I don't hear use it. Like the ones that work a lot in this space, I guess, but
Everybody's like, photons of sound.
Not photon. Photon a lot of people know. Phonon. She said phonon of sound. And a phonon, just like a photon, is the quantum of the electromagnetic field. It's a quantum of light. It's the minimum packet of energy of that thing, of that phenomenon. A phonon is the quantum of like a mechanical oscillation. If you have a bunch of atoms in a lattice and they're vibrating in a particular way, there are well-defined ways in which that can occur at the lowest level, and those are called phonons. So that's not a word that that's not nowhere near as many people are familiar with that term as are familiar with the term photon. And it's where I'm like, okay, you've learned enough of these buzzwords that I
know buzzwords. I know that.
Like you anymore.
God.
I know. I finally heard a word or two that I knew.
Okay. What are we talking about right now?
I heard buzzwords. I know buzzwords.
Yeah. We're talking about buzzwords. So her point so far is that because chemistry apparently can't explain
it's too
many billions and trillions of chemical reactions all having at once, which is dumb and wrong.
Right.
Therefore, quantum mechanics and phonons, something magic portal with a pink little diamond in the middle, like what we see here.
Love the clip
Oh,
art.
I know that's that. What was that one guy said? Put respect on my name. He was like diamond in the back. I know that. I know that song.
All that,
Diamond in the back.
all your girls music.
Sun rooftop. Something with the
Uh,
gangster.
uh, no, it's a Baby and Lil Wayne. It's
What?
Baby and Lil Wayne. Diamond in the back. Yeah, that old school. That's the old school. You don't know.
That's not Baby. That's like
Yeah, it was Baby and what's his name before?
nah. It's like that was a song came out before I was born.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the old school song, babe.
Oh no, not the no. Yeah,
not
the
that
one
one.
you're sorry, the
talking
one
about the
y'all
old
talking about the old school. I'm talking about they did the sample. It was
Yeah,
it was
no, not the sample.
Oh,
sample.
yeah, it was Baby, Lil Wayne, and what's his name that
Diamond
got
in the
kicked out of the
back.
club because he didn't want to kiss Baby. But it was like Diamond in the back, and then dun, 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 dun. And there you go, Dr. Tap. Run with that one.
I have no discernible musical ability.
Now
No
you
discernible musical ability.
shit.
Now Dr. Tap's like, what are we doing? So
doing?
what I want to know, Dr. Tap, is is there any way to do quantum DJing?
Ooh,
Oh, dude, that I'm gonna have to think about that.
okay.
There's definitely a way to say that you're doing quantum DJing, and that's probably
Say.
just as good. So
You should
So
say
just say, oh,
yeah, just okay. What you gotta do is you gotta put us into a superposition of mad beats. Like we need to hear like the upbeat energy of like some fast high energy pop, and then like the low like of like a deep sexy bass line all at the same time.
You could do that.
Okay,
Yes,
quantum beats. That's a term that they're maybe going to bring up. It's going to come up for sure because I have a link open from a paper that she
Oh,
mentions
yeah,
later.
no. Isn't that quantum beats? Isn't that Solfeggio music that is supposed to rejuvenate your cells while you sleep?
Quantum beat spectroscopy is actually a real thing. I'll get to it when we get to it.
Gotcha.
Don't break.
But does
the
it
brain.
cure
Systems.
cancer? I've heard
And
it
it-
cures cancer.
No, there's no type of spectroscopy that cures cancer. Sorry.
But why would they say it if it weren't true?
Because they're liars and they're idiots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that.
so again, just my ADHD brain and just not being as smart as you guys. The one thing that's bothering me the most right now about this stream is that the chat on the screen has been stuck.
Oh, has it? It's not stuck for me.
At Kip Davis, it's been stuck.
Yeah,
It's moving for
it's
me.
moving for me, yeah. So
You know what? That figures. That figures. just like I'm
Proceed.
stuck. Just like I'm stuck. My screen's stuck. Go ahead.
it's really incredible.
Yeah.
it is incredible. It is non-credible.
I mean, it's just this will blow people's mind, guys. Like, it just
I do like the graphic behind her. It reinforces that point. It's just she's constantly in a position of
do a little bit of research and boo, like
but just a little
all
bit.
day for about literally like 24 hours. I was sucked into your information because I'd never heard of anything like this. So I would definitely recommend, guys, definitely check Dr. Catherine out. Second question. Okay. What role does the quantum field play in our physical and emotional health?
What is the quantum field? What does she mean by that? By the way, a field in physics, a field is a thing that has a value at every point in space. That's what it is. It's a thing with a value at every point in space. The electric field is a thing where at any point in space you can be like, the electric field is this strong and it's pointing that way. It's a vector. The value in that case is a vector. If it's the electric potential, then you can be like, okay, then this has a single value at every point in space. It is a term. The quantum field, not a term. There is no the quantum field, and the wave function is not a field, because the wave function is not a thing that has a single value at every point in space. Sorry. That might have been
Whoa,
too much.
like I this broke my brain. I don't even know what to do for this.
Oh wow.
Like,
That's
Um,
a super duper.
holy shit! Like I don't have anything to.
That's real nice.
Wow! Like holy
So
shit!
that's
I,
Thank you for
I
supporting the
just
awesome channel.
wait, hold on, Steve. Is this the same Steve Walsh that's my fraternity brother?
How the fuck yes. Well deserved.
Because if it is, we should chat.
I don't even know what to say to that. Like, no, I don't think we've gotten anything higher than like a 20. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should like fly you over to his house so you could like, just give him a
I mean,
whatever he wants.
Stroke the
Like,
shaft and swallow the gravy.
Whatever he wants.
Wow.
Yep.
You're not so
I have a lot of experience with that based on my practice with Leo for starting our OnlyFans, where we talk about physics while fully erect.
Great question. And we're not exactly sure, but we do know from biofield science that EMF.
Not a term.
sorry, I don't even know.
Biofield science is not a term.
I know Dr. Tap. I didn't even know what the fuck she said. I'm just focused on what the last thing you just said. Just threw me for a loop. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh,
Your OnlyFans.
my OnlyFans. That
oh
Leo,
yeah,
where we talk
you
about
missed
physics fully
missed
erect.
last
Yeah.
week. You know
Physics
what? I think
is hard. That is the title of it.
It's
Yeah.
what?
It's hard.
Physics is hard.
Yeah, we're still planning it. We haven't
Like right
released
now?
it yet.
Like right now?
actually. I'm
Well,
trying to
I
see if
mean-
I can find my find the clip because I think I took it down, but oh no, I can put it back up.
Oh God, I really hope nobody that I work with is watching the show. They know about the
You've
show.
been
I tell them
talking
early
about
the
it for
show.
like
I know, but it is my fault. But still,
Now I really hope there's a bunch of people watching.
Nice.
yeah. I mean, frankly, kind of funny.
it's already added.
My job is going well. Blessed be He. Thank you.
Good.
Oh, she's here.
She's
Hi.
here. Yeah,
She being good.
she's been good. She asked me if I had seen Sabina Hoffensfelder's latest video, and I answered her in the chat. I have not seen her most recent one. These two just off in their own world, jacking each other off.
I knew what I was signing
boy.
up for when the chat said bring on Leo.
Yeah, so Leo, you and I should start knowing is what I'm saying.
Only physics.
That works.
Observer exists.
I think we'd actually
In their
probably make, like, just teaching physics naked and erect in front of a camera. Not touching each other, just full buck ass naked. Fully stiff.
Fucking naked.
Going over incline.
in the nude. Someone help me.
Dude, like actually though, that could be hilarious.
I actually think we'd probably make some money.
Okay. Mine's literally going to like
Help me. I don't know how I got here.
Like the old Greeks.
Is there a door or a black hole? For fuck's sake.
MIT doesn't
For the
give their
role of an
lectures in
observer.
black hole thermodynamics completely naked and fully erect. We do things differently here. At only physics.
The world may be self-supervised. Or more
Stimulating
precise,
your mind.
physics is hard.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
need to
I
like
can't
upgrade
stop.
to vodka because like this wine is just not hitting it.
Right. Right.
Andrew's reading your mind.
Right.
Maya. It's like, please, Rogue Black Hole 2024. That's what I'm voting for.
Road, black hole, asteroid, something. Impending lightning bolt. I'll take anything.
These two.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was that.
And the name of the podcast or the OnlyFans podcast will be and channel will be Physics is Hard.
You know what? I think you both have something there. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, I saw Leo's name in the chat, and I was about to be like, "Hey, man, long time no see," but now I'm afraid to because I think he's going to be like, "Hey, we should also start a chat and then a page about being rock hard together, not touching each other." So I'm not giving him a shout out now. So I'm going to revert to the video. Is that an iPod?
Real quick though, I want to.
I don't know what the fuck this is actually. I think it's a Geiger counter.
Team ONB Formula One Dog Racing has been a member for 9 months.
Oh man.
Thank you. Please continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas. All right. So what is this thing in the hand?
I said that I thought it might have been a Geiger counter, but that's clearly not true. I only said that because right here, hold on, I'm on the wrong screen. Right here, it says counter, but actually what it's measuring is microwatts per square centimeter, which is radiant intensity, volts per meter, which is the electric field, and microtesla, which is the magnetic field. And this one, I'm gonna have to say I'm on board because the magnetic field is 0, and I'm down with that because I'm not a Satanist.
I don't give a fuck what you say. That's an iPod.
That too, yeah. Also toroids.
And different fields, electrical fields, magnetic fields.
That is, hold on.
EMF and different fields, electrical fields, magnetic.
This is not a magnetic field. What field is this? What is the phenomenon being described by this?
Gravity, right?
Yes. It is gravity.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
It's the bending of space time. Like we've all seen it. It's
We've seen Discovery Channel. Y'all know.
Exactly.
Y'all seen Discovery Channel. Shit.
I only heard about Discovery Channel in a song.
But me and you, baby, ain't nothing but
Let's do it like we do it.
Fields, light, infrared.
This is what happens when we get a DJ involved, man. Y'all talking serious shit. I'm over here thinking about music that goes with this shit.
Yo, okay, if you think that this show has been serious so far, I don't think you understood my previous pitch for the upcoming podcast. Physics is hard.
We understood.
Okay.
Light. Yes, our cells are.
I think you were very serious about that. I think you were very serious about that. And just like even in the chat, somebody said EMF. I see that. I see EMD. Like I'm just thinking music.
By the way, EMF stands for electromotive force.
Cool. You're hurt. He's getting a headache. Stop it.
Sorry.
You don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Using that to communicate, but there's something more at play that we can't explain using these ideas that we already know about. And it's just like space, this idea that space is empty, and we now know that it's filled with.
What do you think it's going to be filled with, you guys?
Shit.
I don't remember what she says.
Exactly. Shit.
Jesus. It's filled with Jesus.
Oh, probably.
I think it's Jesus.
Good guess.
Space is empty, and we now know that it's filled with matter and energy, like junk DNA, right? So we're.
What?
Oh my
Space
God.
is filled with junk DNA.
Oh wow.
If you just go out into space and just look hard enough at it, boom, DNA.
That was not on my bingo card.
No.
Oh, we didn't make bingo tonight. Sorry about that.
Well, yeah, I know, but
it's my fault.
The proverbial one,
Yeah.
So can that one be explained? What can someone tell me what junk DNA is?
Oh, Weasel can.
Junk DNA is DNA for which we do not, for which we believe there is no actual function for it. Like you could change the nucleotides to random other ones.
Okay, hold on.
And it would do that, I think.
I'm gonna pause you.
This is not my field. Okay, Dr. Dan, if he's still in the chat, would be way better.
Jena wants to say stuff.
No,
Sorry.
If you're going to explain something, layman's terms,
Hey,
simplify. He doesn't.
It's DNA without a function. It doesn't code for anything important.
Dr. Tapp, let's keep it 100 right now. When I ask you a question, you have to talk to me. You have to talk to me like I'm a first grader.
It's DNA that doesn't do anything important. You could cut it out entirely.
There you go.
Perfect. Great. That was way better. You started with the emicides, bilicides, genocides, genocides, all that shit. And I'm like, what the fucking sideways shit is he talking about?
He went to high school. He just dropped out.
For a day or two.
Did we go over Hassenfelder's video? Did she drop another like shitty video?
I haven't seen anything she's released in the last like 5 days at least. I have a lot of issues with what Sabina says.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from her in like 5 months. It just stopped feeding me her shit.
But like the problem is her most problematic videos get by far the best engagement, and that's pushed her in a direction I don't like. She's a legitimate physicist.
Yeah.
She's just she's very
feeding
much
the algorithm.
She's very much a theorist who doesn't ever see anything from like an experimentalist perspective. Like the way she talks about physics is like all of physics is theoretical fundamental physics, and I'm like, what the fuck am I, chopped liver? Because most physicists are not theoretical fundamental physicists.
Right.
And you need both of those qualifiers, okay? Because fundamental physics is like the stuff where it's like the most reductive that you can get. Like the 4 fundamental forces. And theoretical physics is just not experimental. They're not the same thing. So
I do want to thank my Unfinished Journey for $2.22, who says, Hail Nero, Hail the Goddess, Hail Weasel, Oz, and Jenna. I don't know why Jenna's all the way. I guess he saved the best for last. Right. Well, thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
The best.
Just sort of in the infancy of understanding, but it really opens up enormous window into this idea of how invisible wave information, like we were talking about just a second ago, light, sound, the wave of EMF, how that plays.
Oh, EMF is not a thing that needs a wave, and EMF can be. EMF is whatever moves a charge. If you have a force that can move a charge like an electron, if a thing can move an electron, it's EMF. It's a very general term.
Very
plays into it, and we know that the quantum field is real from things like the Casimir effect. And
wait, isn't an EMF reader the thing that ghost hunters use to find ghosts?
Oh, thank you. I was thinking what the hell I was relating that to. I was like, this is the shit they use for ghost hunters.
Yeah. Because ghosts can move. Ghosts are things that can move the thing.
Yeah.
EMFs. Yeah.
Jen and I.
That's how you know ghosts are real.
Ghost hunter bullshit.
I'm absolutely right.
Right.
Now we're hip to the game. Jen and I, we be following some ghosts.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, our first few videos were me, trying to get him to not watch Flurf videos. And I was like, no, you got to watch. You failed. I did fail. But I was like, you got to watch ghost videos with me. They will renew your faith in God because they are truly a gift from the baby Jesus.
Hey, them ghost hunters, man, if you can't laugh your ass off
I'm saying though.
Oh my God.
We covered that shit for a minute.
Did you hear that from 3 stories above us? No, the fuck I didn't. You're the only one that heard that shit.
Good stuff.
You know what? Next time you guys like feel bored, like we've got to go over like a nukes video. Like I fucking love that shit.
Oh, hey.
Or like backrooms. I love backrooms.
Anytime you want to do some ghost chasing shit with us, we love that shit. My favorite, my personal favorite is there's one. I can't remember the main guy's name, but the other guy that's with him, his name's Dan. I call him Deputy Dan because he's deputy stupid. And he'll be like on the 3rd floor and shouting down to the basement, Pearl, if you hear me, if you hear my voice, move. What, how the fuck do you know, Deputy Dan?
That's awesome.
Oh
What the fuck
God.
are you talking about?
Oh God.
and many different studies out there. So it's exciting to start to dive into this.
Yes, absolutely. How do the body's cells communicate at a quantum level to maintain balance?
You don't need quantum mechanics for like almost any of this.
I know. I agree. And I
You
appreciate Miss Thing over here just running through her questions without any follow-up. Because I'm sure she understands everything she's fucking talking about, which
She
she
found
does.
her on Instagram.
Yeah, right. Like, okay, next question. Yes, that's fascinating. Yes, so cool. So,
I wanted to so this is my textbook of electromagnetics that I learned from in undergrad, and this is the section called the electromotive force, which is what EMF stands for. And I want to read this quote. The physical agency responsible for the EMF can be any one of many different things. In a battery, it's a chemical force. In a piezoelectric crystal, mechanical pressure is converted into an electrical impulse. In a thermocouple, it's a temperature gradient that does the job. In a photoelectric cell, it's light. And in a Van de Graaff generator, the electrons are literally loaded onto a conveyor belt and swept along. And I was very excited when I read that.
a page fell out.
Yeah, it's there's a reason I have two of these because it's falling apart.
You have to have two. Shit.
Yeah, this one's falling apart, and yeah, the page did fall out. It's a real
Left-handed
term.
Jedi. Left-handed Jedi donated $10. Thank you, Jedi. We really appreciate it. And he says, "Who was that cute couple on Skeptic Haven earlier? Did you guys do double stream today or
Sure
double stream
did.
today?
Back to back.
No way.
Yeah,
Back to back.
we were
Wait.
on Skeptic Heaven. Heaven.
Heaven.
I'm a skeptic about heaven. We were on Skeptic Haven. Talk about deconstructing Karens, the thing we reviewed when you were on our channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is okay. That is really cool. I'm sorry. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've been moving all weekend. Like it's all I can do to be like even wake up to stream today.
Oh, hey,
You're good.
that's where you and I are on the same page for calling out stupid. We had bridal expos all weekend, and the bridezillas. That's a real thing, man. For the DJs, that's a real impossible. But yeah, we were there. But I do have before we go to the video, Doctor. There's somebody in the chat that I feel like has an obsession. I just wanted to know what the obsession was about.
So we're secretly lovers, but we're not allowed to admit it to anybody because it
Oh,
would
right.
ruin her look with the ill-informed evangelical community, and it would ruin my look with normal people. So it worked. The long-running, deeply committed, emotional, romantic, and sexual relationship that Blessed Be He and I may or may not hint we totally do have is not something I'm not allowed to discuss publicly.
Right. I was about to say that's what I was trying to be kind of vague about it because I feel like if it wasn't on the YouTubes, if it was real life, there'd like be a protective order.
Right.
Yeah, no. We're deeply committed. I'll stop talking about it in a moment. Yeah, I mean, okay, fine, but at least make up the couch. Like, put the sheets on this time. Everything's fine.
Okay.
So why
I do want to thank Right-Handed Sith for being a member for 9 months. Welcome back to the cult. Please continue to enjoy your nitties, your tapioca weasels, your nitties and vaginas.
She is unironically, though, well, I guess maybe super ironically, my favorite audience member. Just saying.
Nice.
Well, of course.
She is kind of a
course.
stalker, though.
Of course.
Isaiah.
And see, the DJ, you know what? I'm gonna cook you up. I'm gonna cook you up a song to have like on your soundboard just for that. And there's a Mariah Carey. I'm gonna say there's a Mariah Carey song that I have top of mind just for you.
All right, I'm into it. Man, my hair is looking really physicsy right now. I love it.
Very physical.
Very Albert Einstein. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another great question.
Real quick.
Wow, there was
Right.
that was a long ass pause, right? I was like, did I turn the sound off?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. But it's good because this gives me a moment to thank Stephen Walsh for dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
Money
I'm
in the
starting to think that Stephen Walsh might owe reparations.
Right. Like, what the fuck? He's paying reparations like you don't do. For $20, Stephen Walsh says, I was the one looking at when snow melts. Also have
girthy of knowledge.
girthy of knowledge.
Girthy.
He paid $20 to hear all those syllables.
Well, I mean, he just paid another $20, so.
Oh, but hold on. This just reminded me, and Doctor, I actually wrote this on my whiteboard, and I just remembered this when you said girthy, whoever said that. I was watching a live stream one night here with you guys.
Oh, boy.
Just hanging out, listening, paying attention. And there was a particular clothing brand that came up. You pronounced it
Yes.
Abercrombie.
I pronounced Abercrombie.
Abercrombie. There you go. Abercrombie.
Well, it's Abercrombie is how I have always heard it pronounced.
Can you say it for me one more time?
Abercrombie.
Perfect. Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, I apologize if I misspoke before, but I thank you for allowing me the chance to redeem myself.
He was saving that.
No, I told you. I literally wrote it on my whiteboard. I was like, when we're live with them, I have to hear it again, like live, because it's so not the way you say it. But
it's Abercrombie and Fitch.
Jesus.
Balance.
This is what I'm here for today. This is what
I have to go through this every week.
Both communicate at a quantum level to maintain balance.
So the question was, how do something communicate at the quantum level to maintain balance? Another
great question.
That was like a 4-second pause, and I'm into it.
Cells are using all kinds of things. Again, not just this chemical mechanical model, but still being taught across the globe and being used in doctors' offices. And of course it does exist, that chemical model, but there's something else at play. So our cells are communicating with light. They're communicating with sound. They're communicating with electricity.
They're mostly communicating with electricity and chemicals. It's mostly chemicals.
What the fuck is this?
They're not communicating with light, as far as I know. I'm not aware of any legitimate way in which.
Jena?
No, we don't.
Right?
No. That's why I said we're not fucking plants.
Yeah, no, and even plants internally, they're not communicating with light. What they're doing is they're converting light into energy.
Right.
Like,
yes.
It's like the wires in your house use electricity. The wires in your body use chemistry. Even when they're using electricity, it's being done via chemistry. But again, all of these things overlap somewhat. But no, it's just.
And magnetism. And
I hate you. I want you to die.
Magnetism. For $10, Stephen Wells says chemical kinetics extended to nuclear.
I feel like you might have missed one that Stephen did earlier.
I've missed earlier.
I think so. I think that there was an ozone hole one that might be later actually. keep the crab fresh. Actually, you know what? Stephen Walsh is just like throwing mad money, so you might actually still be on track and just have not caught up to the mad number
I'm
of
1, 2, 3,
chads.
4. I'm 6. Yeah, I'm missing 6. So here, let's get another one out of the way. Next one up, My Unfinished Journey for $2 says EMF, every mofo, like and share the stream. Look, like and share the stream, motherfuckers. And that's from
Yeah.
My Unfinished Journey.
Yeah.
EMF and EDM. Get
Every
that dance
mofo.
floor going. Every mother.
Every mofo.
That's sound advice.
I'd play the music, but it's not my channel.
Wait, which one? Go ahead. No, play,
Oh, play. Oh.
We have to sit out here.
not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one. I mean, that won't get you take it down at all, but
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
There it is.
All right.
I hear a long periodically time. That's how I feel right now.
Yep.
Electromagnetic frequency. We see from the research that our cells' behavior, their movement, their differentiation, so how a cell becomes an ear or an elbow, that's
Oh God.
dictated by electromagnetic frequency. And
What?
This is giving the concept of frequency magical powers. This is very common in the I don't know anything about science, but I like words that make me feel good way, like community.
Exactly. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Hold on. See, the mute. I only think in music terms. All I heard was touch your ear to your elbows, or touch your ear to what?
Well, that's because the ear bone's connected to the elbow bone. Wait.
What?
Yeah, probably.
Saying like this.
Can't even put my elbow to my ear.
Girtherthy.
But also, Stephen Walsh dropping dubs in the chat. I found Carl Benson's sweater out on the dumpster. I love wearing it.
Hold on. Do we need to turn this stream into like a, hey, let's buy tap some proper lighting stream?
Probably.
Because I don't own any proper lighting. I literally have just lamps.
I have a recommendation.
Do you need a fundraiser?
I need a fundraiser, Maya, because I'm poor.
I have a recommendation. Before you worry about lighting, hold on. I got to press 2 buttons real quick.
Is it the sound quality?
All right, right now, Jenna and Maya can't hear us right now. It's just Doctor. Get a brush, bro.
Oh yeah. See, I tried that. They burst into flames whenever I use them. So my hair is naturally made out of antimatter, but only when it comes to brushes.
Okay, everybody can hear us again. No, what I told Dr. Tapp, his hair looks amazing tonight.
Beautiful. Luscious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't have a real job for me.
Neither do I. All I do is spin records. So,
blessed be he. I want you to come and visit me at my lab at Stanford University and say that to my face.
I want you to come to a Saturday stream.
Yes.
I have questions. So many questions.
Cell produces its own field, and that is really what seems to be guiding a lot of these interactions. And again, they're working on the very smallest pieces of our biology, and once we get down to the level of a proton or an electron,
if you're including protons and electrons, okay, electrons kind of maybe sort of, but protons are not the smallest pieces. Like, if you're including protons, then you should also be including quarks and gluons and all that shit, and those are smaller. So, you're wrong and dumb.
We're talking about quantum mechanics, entanglement. We're talking about...
you didn't want to say anything?
I was just pausing. No.
Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, right, because Stephen Walsh be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat. I really like Oz's background. Is that your background too, Jenna?
What?
Do
Oh
you guys
yeah.
have the same background?
Well, I mean, we have the same kind of pattern background, but the lighting's
Mhm.
different.
Yeah. No,
'Cause
that
we're
is cool as hell. Anyway, back to Stephen Walsh.
opposite.
I was a ozone hole Willard Libby C14 carbon 14 dating.
Oh,
I don't know
Does anybody know
Willard
what that
Libby
means?
off the top of my head. I don't actually know how to put this together, actually. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Superposition, quantum
Okay.
coherence,
I hate
quantum
you.
tunneling.
I hate
It's
you.
fascinating.
I hate you.
Right.
It is fascinating. Why are you doing this to it?
Yeah, I talk a lot about electrons as in grounding your.
You know who else talks a lot about electrons? Maya knows.
You?
Maya, who do we cover that talks a lot about electrons and caves?
Roger?
Roger. And I will say that their understanding of electrons is probably like 10% better than Roger's, and that is an insult. That's a deep insult.
Yourself to the Earth's surface. So how does that relate? Electrons and then sucking up the electrons into your body. How does that relate to this?
To what?
you suck them up.
What? You suck electrons into your body? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Sucking those electrons.
No. Like, I
I
don't know
mean,
what you
like
mean.
when are there electrons in my margarita? And I'm
Probably.
sucking them
Yeah,
up?
there's a lot of electrons in your margarita. There's probably
Oh.
a few freer electrons in your margarita, but there's also free protons. Like free protons, like free hydrogen ions, which are just protons. That is the thing that pH, the thing that are like delineates between acids and bases. It specifically is a measure in a logarithmic scale of the number of free protons, of hydrogen ions. So, like, yeah, you have protons, you have electrons, you have all of these things. They're not fucking magic, okay? They're just like, I mean, it's like saying, like, we breathe in nitrogen, and that's like deep and amazing because of, reasons, and also frequencies. Because, frequencies. And quantum biology.
So suck them
Suck them.
and
Yeah.
swallow.
Wait. Do you have the get fucked up button, Jenna? Because I need
I
to
do
get.
not. I don't have access to the get fucked up button.
What
He's
the
making his way
fuck?
to the because he has it on this desk.
You
Yeah,
stingy
No,
ass.
he's got us.
He got it.
Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
Suck on those electrons and swallow.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I had to go refill my drink and
Yeah.
These electrons.
Yeah. So we had to suck some electrons while
suck,
you were gone
And swallow. That's important.
and
suck,
swallow. Yeah.
suck and swallow.
How
Suck
you get them in your body?
You swallow.
It sounds like a OnlyFans page I heard about earlier.
Yeah, I know. I'm still reeling from
Physics
that.
is hard.
No, I'm still. I don't know. Like, still got like the whole thing going on in my head. Like, we got $100 super chat. Like,
And then like a
Well, like-
$20 one, and another $20 one, and another $20 one.
no, like
Maya.
there are like seriously some streamers in the chat right now that are seething. They're like, I never got a $100 super chat.
You see,
Fuck them.
hey,
It's like, but we did.
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say.
Wow, Maya's a dick.
I'm a
Let-
dick.
I was about to say, let the haters hate. It just keep. hey,
Oh, you know what? That's usually my thing. But the people in the chat right now are my friends, so I don't want to like go too hard.
Well,
but, like,
yeah, I mean, BBH is here. Hold on.
I really
do it for
do.
you.
Like,
I was about to say,
I kind of wish I knew how to.
We'll
I kind of
do
wish
it.
I knew how to
was
do
about
like
to
one
say,
of those like booty girl dances, like you see on rap videos, because like,
Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
oh,
I'll do it for you. I'll shake
Look,
that.
we got you, girl. We got you.
Hey, y'all. My channel got $100 super chat. Fuck off.
Yeah. Why? Because she's the boss. Yeah.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up,
There you go. We do it for you.
Oh yes.
You done fucked around and invited the DJ into a stream where I have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. So
That.
Oh,
I will
no, we are talking about getting electrons in your body.
Freezing.
oh, I forgot sucking and swallowing.
My body is ready.
Yes.
My bad.
Great question. There is
What was the question? Hold on.
So how does that relate? Electrons and then sucking up the electrons into your body. How does that relate
God, why
to
did
this?
I go back?
great question. There is
it-
this net negative charge that our cells run on, right?
That may be true. It may be true that your typical cell, if you were to isolate it and look at it, it might have a slight net negative charge. I don't know. This is the part of the show where I say that, they might be right, technically, sort of. They're still stupid and dumb and wrong.
When we look at our cell membranes, they are.
Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, is Jenna coming back?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
she had to restart the computer. She'll be right back.
Holy shit! Get that girl a computer. Goddamn.
What we did, I don't know what it is with the camera. I think it's the external camera she uses because she thought it was her computer. Now she's using the computer that I use to DJ, which I have zero issues like camera.
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah.
And all of a sudden she has issues with it. So I think it's her camera that she uses.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's allergic to me. I kept freezing. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
I mean, it happened to me too, right? So I'm just kidding.
But also,
negatively.
Stephen watched me dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
God, hey.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, get
You keep dropping them.
get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up.
Hey, what Lil Wayne say? Make it rain.
Keep the crab fresh.
Make it rain.
Keep the crap fresh.
Right. I just keep getting dicked in the face with $20 bills. I'm loving life though. I mean, moving is expensive. That's all I gotta say.
Hey.
Hold on, I have to fix my hat because somebody in the chat thinks
It's too big for your head, apparently.
Apparently.
yeah. If
You know what that was?
I'm not gonna go there with you.
That was that was her being. Oh, I wasn't going to go that direction, even though yes, physics is hard. I was just gonna say that she's calling you dumb. She's saying you have a small brain, and therefore she should be silenced. So somebody make a super chat and silence her.
This is not my channel, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
The whiteboard's right there. We're gonna get to it. I already have a thing written on it. Yeah, we are. It's right there. We're gonna get to it.
It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
We're getting to that part in the next section, not this one, the next
And
one.
that's important. We can see different research associated with a dip in that electrical voltage being associated with symptoms and disease states, and that buildup of positive charge not being ideal for us. So when we go and we put our bare feet on the ground, and I know we're going to talk about fascia, we have this huge fascial pad on the bottom of our feet that allows for us to not only drain some of that positive charge, but it allows for us to also gain excitement from this sea, really, of free electrons that line the earth and anything embedded in the earth, like a tree, plants. And so,
okay, sorry, I needed to like let her get to a comma that was the end of a clause. And it was a long series of run-on sentences. But I try to normally not let it go that long. Yeah. So what she was talking about, the substance, as far as I understood it, and Jena Oz, Maya, if you guys understand anything more deeply, then let me know. I'm pretty sure that like the core concept and idea that she was trying to portray was nothing. I think it was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Just like your number one lover in the chat points out a lot of nothing. I
A whole
definitely
lot of nothing.
I definitely looked at. Hold on, I definitely looked at it, and it definitely fits. I'm sorry, your dumbass doesn't see it, but
Yeah.
it
I
definitely.
thought you liked red hats anyway.
She does. Oh, also, for $2, Stephen Walsh says, for
Oh,
30?
going broke now. We went from 100 to 20 to 2.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he just
Fair
emptied his
enough.
whole fucking paycheck.
Well, wasn't his first comment that he got fired? Like, I feel like he
Right,
might
yeah,
be gifting money that he doesn't have.
You know what? Steven's been so good. I'll shout him out. Stephen Walsh be dropping motherfucking deuces in the chat.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
Yeah, hey, whoever he is, hey, keep
He's
being.
like, Oz is like, I got a channel, yo.
Oh no! Keep being generous.
Uh.
Keep being generous. Give
Pay those
hey,
reparations. Pay
Maya the channel deserves it now.
Deserves it.
Weasel, no, just buy him a comb. But Maya send her all the money.
Yes.
That is awesome. But also, I did miss Prixie Purple, who's been a member for 3 months. Welcome back to the cult. Please continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas.
Yes. And I'll say this. I'm a kind woman. I am. But fuck with my man and you're gonna see some claws. So shut the hell up in the chat.
Oh no. Oh, babe,
I mean,
let
I say that playfully.
Let her go.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just, I'm very defensive.
I mean, Jenna's whipping out the Vaseline, taking out his earrings.
But that's what I'm saying. Let it go. Think about this. Let's all think about this for a minute. You get in a side chat. Talk about we're having fun, talking shit about science, whatever. And you in the side chat want to tell someone, oh, you should go to the child section and buy your hats. What? Get a hobby. Find something to do with your life other than sit in Maya's side chat and just completely expose your stupidity. Do something different with your life. That's all I'm going to say. Other than you can love Weasel all day long. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe try not being a bitch. I mean, it's a thing.
There's an alley-oop. There's an alley-oop.
I'm sure it's difficult, but try.
Maya just gave you an alley-oop. Here, boom. Try this one thing.
Hey.
Try not being a bitch.
Weasel, yeah.
It works for some people. I'm just saying.
Come on, keep your
have you tried not being a bitch?
Weasel, I need you to
girl,
do
man.
Weasel, I need you to do some Old Testament Bible shit right now. And I need you to control your help.
I feel the need to stay on camera for the rest of this stream.
Get control of your hoe, man. Some Old Testament shit. Yeah, listen, Linda.
Oh wait, she says she does love your music, Oz.
Yeah, so
cool.
Yeah, I am going to talk about it. Okay. Yeah, she's whenever we're on the internet, she is way nicer to everybody else. She likes your music. Like Maya, she loves Maya. Okay, she likes she doesn't like the mods, and that's your problem. You're gonna have to deal with that. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
When we come in contact with that, we are able to soak some of that energy up, and there's an excitement that happens. That layering of negatively charged electrons actually excites our system.
That didn't mean anything.
That literally meant nothing. That literally was nothing she said.
There was no content to that.
It's incredible.
Well, yeah, no, it's incredible that you can talk that long and not say shit.
Yeah.
You know what, who else is incredible? Stephen Walsh for dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
Man.
Two, it goes 1, 2, 3, get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
Need job. Yeah, somebody get this man a job.
Job.
Do you have a license? I can hook you up. Oh my God.
So I just want to say this. Blessed be he. There's no way you're coming on here talking about how much you love Dr. Tap and how much you love me and my music, and you say all this sideways shit and not just expose yourself just being kind of dumb.
No. Look,
Kind of
she's
dumb.
not stupid. She's a bitch.
Kind of, what's up? It's your. I say that on my channel. I don't say that on your channel. You get to say that. Like that just seems counterproductive to me.
It's a little bit.
Just counterproductive.
Suck them electrons.
But I am the greatest DJ alive.
Yes.
True fact.
Yeah, no, truer words have never been spoken.
So are you telling me that every cell in our body is negatively charged? Or negatively, I wouldn't even call it a charge, right? It's the opposite of charge.
It's not the opposite of charge. This is exactly what charge is.
Yeah,
No, the thing. So here's the thing, and I feel like this answer exposed it really well. There is no question that Elizabeth Carson, our like icon of excellent interviewship, could ask that would get something other than a yes. Any question she asks is going to be answered with a yes. Because this woman here, Catherine Clinton, ND, N as in November, D, is basically like a chatbot. She's just going to affirm. It's just yes and.
Would this be similar to, and now this is just me going back to, how do I want to say this? Well, fuck it, I'll say it. So my ex-wife, she's crazy. She's crazy. She got in all this woo shit, where it's like, oh, I have to drink this water that's alkaline, and I have to do this. And I have to,
Oh my God, we were just talking about that.
Because this makes me centered. This makes me feel better, and then all of a sudden, like I don't get sick as often. Like it's bullshit, right?
Right.
It's bullshit, right? And now that I know Dr. Tap, I want to be like, just hey ho, go suck on a battery.
Dude, battery, they get that like tangy feel, like a 9-volt. You put a 9-volt to your tongue,
Right.
that
Just
tang.
go suck on a battery.
All tingly.
It is.
Alkaline one.
Oh God, the whole alkaline water thing. We haven't done that yet, have we? But like we should.
Yeah, never do any of the stuff like on the screen or coming out of their mouth. Like that just like I prefer the alkaline water, even though it's useless.
I saw.
Like I mean, maybe like just drink the water straight out of the tap. Like it's totally
Yes.
fine. Unless you're in Flint, Michigan. Maybe not then. But
Drink anything but the Flint, Michigan. Anything else they
yeah,
hand you. Absolutely. But no, she went all the way sideways with that. But that's a whole other conversation. Proceed.
Yeah, our cell membranes have a negative charge around like 40 to 90 negative millivolts. And it's really
What the fuck did you just say?
They have 40 to 90 negative millivolts, which is like a very awkward way of saying a thing that I don't know if it's true. It could be. That's not a lot. That's a very small amount.
It is, but it's.
I find that unlikely.
I
don't know.
Where would she have gotten that information from?
So what she did was she stood up. She put her legs about a shoulder width apart. She limbered up, reached way back, and pulled it out of her ass. That's what she did.
I like
So
I did ask.
You did.
You did.
you did ask. You did ask. And now I think a great follow-up question that is, so when I'm DJing, we go to larger venues. We have these, let's say, instruments that we can test how much energy we're receiving from one outlet or another. Is there a way to test a human body on how much energy is coming out of one outlet or not?
You mean out their ass?
Correct.
Uh,
In other words, how do we gauge the bullshit?
How do you measure?
well, how do you measure bullshit? Well, you shouldn't bullshit a bullshitter. And I got through graduate school, so I'm a bullshitter. Okay, we all are. Um, and yeah, she's not terrible at it. This channel does have 1.1 million subs or
Million.
something, almost 1.2. And then
Million.
this, yeah.
We have
So
1.5 thousand.
yeah, they literally have 1,000 for every one of you in the chat. There are a 1,000 other people for every. By the way,
Awful.
we're gonna need you right now to smash that subscribe button and smash that like button, because this is, it is plausible that this video could actually get more views than this video. This video only has 5,200 views. This video, if you subtracted 6 from it, it would have 1 mile in views if each view was 1 foot. 5,280.
He likes
Right?
numbers.
I see.
It's
You
all
know.
I've got.
Unlike Stephen Walsh, who likes dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, 3, 4, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up,
Hey,
get fucked up, get fucked up.
at this point, it's my fault. When I hear her say anything about dropping dubs in the chat, the button, it's cued.
So Stephen Walsh says, I thought a big forehead, but below I thought black. I'm comfortable with that. Girth. Big white.
Hey,
I feel like he might be making an inside joke here, but I'm not sure.
Talking
This
about
was
the
10
dick?
minutes ago, so
I'm
we'll go with that.
I'm gonna
It's
need
like the second
I'm
or
gonna
third
need,
time he's mentioned that.
English.
Something.
Well, either way, we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, keep making it rain.
That's all I'm saying.
Important. And when we look at it, has always been explained by ions and these membrane pumps. We're now starting to understand, and I know you.
Yes, like if there is a differential like charge, it's going to be explained by ion pumps that exist in the bilipid membrane that surrounds the cell. Like cellular.
Know about this as well.
This is why
that
she's probably
the water that
grifting.
lines our cells is also negatively charged,
Oh, God.
takes on a different structure, and can explain this idea in a much different and much more extended way than these membrane pumps.
Mm-hmm.
That was completely vacuous.
I feel how you feel, Elizabeth.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this. Okay. What is quantum coherence and why is it important for optimal health?
Quantum coherence?
What is quantum coherence?
See, I'm
What
telling
is that?
That is an excellent question.
Are you
Quantum-
even coherent?
No.
Quantum coherence is a real thing. Quantum coherence basically refers to how stable and how far so how stable a quantum state is and how far like the quantumness extends. It and the example that I'm like most sort of familiar with that is accessible would be like the coherence of like two different like light fields. So here,
Oh boy.
these are like, you know, these wavy lines each represent a light wave. Okay, or two, you know, two light waves or something. So if you had a laser that was this red color, then all of its photons stay in sync with each other all the way to the end. Like, you know, there may be dephasing a little bit or whatever, but they are in sync together. Okay, and they're coming from a single source. They're all behaving exactly the same way. It's a very stable relationship that exists over a wide distance. Like, you send a very, very, very coherent laser, if you send that pulse to the moon and back, it will still interfere with itself because it has a well-defined relationship. All of the particles of light are doing exactly the same thing. Coherence is when, in this case, is when all of the particles are doing like exactly the same thing. In the green curve, these are also both coming maybe from a same source. But here, the different photons are doing different things, and when you get to the end, you have a trough where there should be a peak. Here, everything lines up. Here, they don't. The actual like amount of the distance over which the system behaves quantumly here only extends to about here or so. It's a very small system. It's not very quantum. In this one, the coherence is over the whole thing. The whole thing is behaving in a very predictable, coherent way. All of the effects that you see from quantum mechanics still exist. It's a real term, and it basically refers to how quantum a thing is. Yes, Oz.
Oh, yeah. Is that how you would explain it to a first grader?
No.
I mean, honestly, it's not a concept that has any meaning to a first grader. So yeah.
I'll say okay. Then we'll try from my perspective. So on my whiteboard, I listened to you earlier, and we have Amber Roomby written on my whiteboard, and then you present a whiteboard. It looks like lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm. This part is coherent with this part because they're correlated, and here they're not. You have no idea what this thing is doing at the end of the line. Here, you know exactly what it's doing over here.
Right.
I'm sorry.
It's
Oh my god.
You didn't help me. You only made me hungry. You didn't help me learn anything. Now I just want to eat lasagna.
I am. See, Aunt Jura said it. Now she wants lasagna.
Yeah. See, now that's all I see is lasagna.
You know what, Doctor? I appreciate
the attempt.
Yes, the attempt, but your knowledge, because no one fucking understands any of this shit but you. And we need people like you to badmouth and kick the shit out of people like this woman. So appreciate you.
Yeah, and I mean, I know all I see is lasagna. But all I see is Stephen Walsh who be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
And before anybody says anything, if oh, you're good. If Jay locker room, if you see this later, I gave you plenty of opportunities. Maya beat you to she beat it to you. It's when I'm on Maya's channel, we do the drink track. You lost out, bro. I already tried to offer you.
And Jay's been slipping.
You said it 2 or 3 times, like, oh man, I need to get Oz on here so we can do that drink track. And you keep fluffing, bro.
Maya
you
come
keep
through.
fluffing. Now Maya's here, and anytime she says there's dubs in the chat, we know what time it is.
We know what time it is. You know. Stephen Walsh says, I needed this tonight. Thanks, y'all. Anytime.
Sorry.
Quantum coherence is the idea that two or more things are working together, right? Two people dancing the tango or multiple water molecules forming a wave. It's the idea that things can work together as one.
It's not. It's not that. It's not that. It does affect how things work together. If things aren't coherent, they won't interfere. They'll behave totally independently.
And when we look at some of the early
Stop. Doctor, the one time I saw or heard something on screen, I saw people dancing. I'm like, oh, now I can connect with this. And then you tell me it has nothing to do with anything.
Like, nope, that's wrong.
Yeah, because what she's doing is she's trying to take advantage of you. She's trying to use the sacred language of dance and music to lie to your ass because she's a bitch.
Well, hold on. Is she going to take advantage of me the same way you were going to take advantage of Leo on the OnlyFans?
Probably.
Oh, it was mutual advantage taking on the OnlyFans.
Well,
and I don't know why you're acting like it's hypothetical.
Then sign me up. I'll be taken advantage of.
He likes it.
All right. I mean, yeah.
I appreciate the free video art she keeps posting in here. It's very fun.
Oh, he wants to know if you can debunk Sabina.
No, that's not a well-defined question anyway.
Gotcha.
So, like, the things that I disagree with Sabina about are generally like pretty opinion focused anyway about the state of the field, and like it doesn't even, the question doesn't really make sense.
So I mean, yeah, because she's a real doctor, and when she stays in her lane,
Yes.
she's actually pretty good. When she
Yes.
when she jumps out,
Yeah, when she jumps out of her lane and like talks about issues that she has no business talking about, I honestly I don't even watch those videos, so I don't know how bad it gets. I imagine it gets pretty bad. My issues with her are based on the videos that I do watch, which include none of her issues about trans stuff. Like, I don't know why the fuck she's making content like that. But
yeah, that's a great question.
But when she makes videos about the horrific state of modern physics, she's coming at it from such a limited perspective, where she talks about all of physics as being identical to theoretical fundamental physics, and that's just fucking wrong. It's just not right.
I feel like we just left topics and then revisited another one and came back.
Okay.
We did. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, hey, look, I said it at the top. I am the dumb kid at prom. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just trying to follow along. So you got to help keep me.
No, sorry. Here's a question for you: are you good at? Do you do rap battles, Dr. Oz?
Yes, I am absolutely terrible at them.
Okay, hold on. How hard would it be to arrange a rap battle between you and BBH?
Line it
I
up.
will pay Stephen Walsh amounts of money for this to happen. Okay.
More than likely, I'll do it in my sleep.
More than likely.
I mean,
biological
at work, if you really want that work.
Research out of UC Berkeley with Graham Fleming and Greg Engel, we see that quantum coherence in those photosynthetic bacteria, because that's what they were studying, it is what provides for the background.
Is it important for optimal health?
Why did it just do that? Sorry.
Quantum coherence is the idea that when we're talking about as quantum particles, the background to keep that photon of light, that small quantum particle, on its fastest path. So
Okay, so what she's talking about is, let me just let her say it again.
Graham Fleming and Greg Engel, we see that quantum coherence in those photosynthetic bacteria, because that's what they were studying, it is what provides for the background to keep that photon of light.
So if that sounded like she might have been referring to like an actual thing that you could look up, It is. It is a thing that you can look up. So here's the paper that she's talking about. Evidence for wave-like energy transfer through quantum coherence in photosynthetic systems. As far as I can tell, just by looking at this is totally legitimate, very interesting, cool, useful, basically biological physical chemistry. And what it's saying is that when you model these things, you normally model them according to basically a thing where you just imagine electrons as being balls that fit into holes. And if you include the full quantum mechanical wave stuff, it actually gives a whole lot more accurate, detailed information about how the chemistry actually happens here. These people would not agree with her. And the way that she is bastardizing their point. They're talking about electronic quantum beats. Quantum beats are a real thing. Quantum beats are what interference is. If you have two like tuning forks or guitar strings that are very close in tone but not exactly in tone, and you strum them both, you're going to hear a beat as they add up. That is, there's a similar thing that happens in quantum physics, and it's not magic. It makes me angry when people just take these very intricate, cool ideas that can't be. It's hard to do them justice in 50 seconds and bastardize them. Sorry.
As do you do quantum beats?
What's that?
So do you do quantum beats?
Man, I do quantum beats, DJing, everything, all on the quantum level.
Ah.
And I make sure it's mechanical.
Oh, quantum.
Yeah,
quantum beats.
And botanical.
Mechanical, botanical, yeah.
Stephen Walsh is dropping deuces in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Deuces.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up. 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 Get fucked up.
So he says, why don't we do this on RF? I love spaghetti. What's RF? What did I miss?
What's RF?
Radio frequency, all I got.
Oh.
Real friends, not OnlyFans, real friends.
Realfriends.com.
There you go.
Small quantum particle on its fastest path. So they found that it takes multiple paths, as quantum particles can do, but it was the quantum coherence in the thylakoid proteins in that cell that allowed it to stay on its fastest path. It really allows, in general, for quantum phenomenon to happen. And so it's really important.
What she just said is that quantum phenomenon allow quantum phenomenon to happen. I'm pretty sure that's what she just said. Which, profound.
When we're talking about quantum biology in general.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So much stuff that I didn't know.
And you still don't.
I'm learning. I love this. Let's dive into fascia.
Hold on.
What is...
I'm sorry. She is... she kills me. Whew, man, so much I'm learning. I did not know this in all my years of taking non-physics classes. Oh man, you're learning. Like, she is so fucking fake.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been funny. It's like, okay, what did you learn? Can you tell me what I just said back to you?
Yes!
Good interviewer would have follow-up comments, responses, relaying your at least basic understanding of what the fuck they're talking about. She doesn't even do that. Why? Because she doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. I mean, none of us do, for the record.
I don't think Catherine does either, though.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. She sucks at this. That's all I gotta say.
What is fascia, and how does it act as an energy communication system in the body?
What is fascia in the context of like anatomy and whatnot?
I don't even. Is that a thing? That's not a thing.
It's connective tissue.
Oh, fascia. I'm like, I don't see.
Yeah.
I
Like fasciitis is
yes,
like
plantar fasciitis.
it's like the itis of like it's everywhere. It's all over. It's like the fungus that you get in like forests and stuff, but it's in your body. And it's not fungus.
Yeah,
I'm very smart.
it's connective tissue in your body. Okay, I was trying to not learn while learning. Like I was literally just thinking a moment ago. I was like, why come every time I come on Maya's channel, I feel like I try so hard to learn something, but I shouldn't.
Oh,
Like it just
no,
there's no
Well,
no.
you see if you are learning, it is in spite of the content in all cases,
It's gotta be.
and in almost all cases, in spite of the hosts of this show, mainly me. Maya, she drops some valuable knowledge. I mostly just jack myself off because, physics is hard.
And
And
Leo,
then Stephen Walsh comes by to drop motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
it's Maya's fault. I told her it's teed up at this point.
No, I love this. Like, Stephen's getting a lot of love today. Well, he's giving a lot of love, so we got to give a lot of love, right?
exactly.
Stephen said, "I'm so happy I turned down my PhD." All right,
Cool.
they're expensive.
They are.
Yeah, I don't like if you went through all the work that you were like they were like, hey, here's your PhD. Why would you wouldn't turn that down unless like a major mental health event was occurring. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's my favorite. So fascia is this connective tissue, this
That's true.
web that stretches from our most external structures of our skin all the way down into our internal structures. It can end.
Like that's true, but it's like a weird way of putting it.
It is. And why was that the visual when it was like,
Right?
what? That's not that. Why is that the visual? Like, is this some magical aura outside of your body? Like,
So what this is like a dude doing like the
yoga pose over some
the
shit?
yoga om pose, meditating, with another superposition mega version of himself,
Right.
and then in between them, there's a star, like a full on, like sun, like 93 million miles away, made of
Oh, hold on. Whoa. What was that last comment? What was that last comment?
From them or from us?
No, that was on screen.
The most okay. Hold on.
Structures of our skin all the way down.
Oh no, that Maya put up.
Yeah, about the Beats by Dre.
Oh, okay.
He was making a
Quantum beats.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I were to make headphones, I'd totally call them quantum beats.
AR, dude, don't fuck with me. Like literally right now, I've had my Beats for years. My favorite headphones I've ever owned. Don't fuck with me like that. Do not. I'm like, there's quantum beat.
He's fucking.
He's just
This
like,
is a real thing, by the way. I did an experiment in undergrad called quantum beats.
But no, we've never experienced quantum beats by Dre, by Dr. Dre,
That's
the
next level
doctor,
shit.
The doctor of quantum physics. In this case.
it's quantum beats. Like, God,
by
Yeah.
Dre,
stop being so like
By Dre.
uncool.
by Dre.
I'm just saying.
Not everything I'm
Our
gonna do
internal.
by Dre.
Yeah, you might get a copyright stricken if you do that. You should spell it differently. Spell it AY instead.
Structures that can enter into our cells, and it creates this web of communication and energy. So our fascia is made up mostly of connective tissue, and that connective tissue is made up mostly of
fascia is made entirely of connective tissue, I'm pretty sure, because that's like what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like she never
college.
went to school to study this shit.
Almost.
Well, yeah, but she has an ND, which probably stands for no doctorate.
Yep.
And this collagen is piezoelectric. So when we deform it, either with massage, body work, or of our own accord, when we exercise, when we stretch, when we walk, it creates an electrical charge, just like a quartz crystal is piezoelectric. And when we deform a quartz crystal, it creates an electrical current.
That last sentence is correct. To create a current, you'd need to have a closed loop, but when you press on quartz, it creates a voltage. That is what piezoelectricity is. You press on shit, it moves electrons around it because there's electrons in shit, so it's not that weird. And you get stuff. Piezoelectricity is one of these things that people who have no idea what they're talking about like to just treat like it's magic.
I just want to say, because at the top, because when we started this, remember I was like, I'm gonna do this research, right, and do this. And Andrew said ND equals not a doctor. Not a doctor. And that's when we read that shit up front. That's perfect. Absolutely. Not a doctor.
Yep.
Our fascia is the same way. And our fascia is also lined with this cell-bound, easy, structured water that creates charge and is able to hold information. And so it creates these very small tubules.
Structured water is like not a thing that I think is real in any useful sense, as far as I know. I am unaware of any actual, like, you know, normal mainstream science peer-reviewed anything that talks about structured water. I'm pretty sure that is completely an invention of the woo community.
Yes.
That
is a great pause face.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my God.
That extend throughout our body and are able to not only transfer information, they are able to transfer energy and protons and electrons. It actually, in combination with the water, creates this reservoir of energy. And
so wait, she was talking about tubes, right? She was saying that the water formed these little tubes. No, water doesn't form tubes unless it's been frozen into tubes. Okay, they're
frozen tubes.
No, this is, huh?
We have frozen tubes in our cells.
Yeah, those could be a thing. But if you've got frozen water inside your cells, that's called frostbite.
Yeah.
And it's a serious medical condition that generally results in that tissue being dead later. Not if it's a small area and it's like temporary and stuff, it's probably fine. But like if your whole hand gets frozen, like probably you're screwed with regards to that hand.
And there's a way to look at the body where illness, disease, pain, inflammation, that's a deficiency of electrons.
Yeah, a wrong way of looking at the body. Jena, in your experience, how often do medical professionals talk about electron deficiency?
Not at all.
Well,
I work with medical doctors.
Yeah, but
oh, you mean as far as, lab work, like blood work and shit? Like
no, I just mean I mean that they come in and they're like, I broke my arm, and they're like, those damn electrons, you didn't have enough.
Absolutely no, not at all.
I mean, maybe in some lab work, but even then, like you have to go pretty far down a rabbit hole to get to a point where they're actually talking about electrons.
Yes, you do. Very far.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we even continue, do we even need lab work and have a fucking degree and be a doctor or be a goddamn nurse to understand we're just talking about bullshit?
No.
Do we need to do that?
Well, I mean, some people do. Apparently, at least 5,000 people do.
Isn't this?
Jesus. I mean, we have one in the chat. I mean, blessed be whatever. Just said that they hang a little dream catching thing in the room and everybody sleeps better, right? So we just have stupid people everywhere. But now we're talking about this. You go to a doctor's office. What?
No.
The Dreamcatcher thing, that's my fault. I got that for our 3rd anniversary.
God damn it, doctor.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All these false promises.
No, it totally works. Honey, I'm sorry.
Right? Back to chemistry. And so this fascial web in our body allows us to shuttle energy. And
No.
Okay, I'm going to make the joke since it hasn't been made yet, but I think they might be fascists.
Probably. And that's not how fascia works.
Now, hold on. This is what, again, as the dropout, I could say this. I never heard once in science class, physical science, little biology.
I can say that about a lot, can't you?
I never heard anything about like putting something in a vehicle and transferring it. Like I think that's what I just heard, right? Like, we're just gonna throw something in a vehicle and transfer it.
What did she
That's
say?
what it sounded like.
Do we want to go back?
No.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Oh God, you're right.
It sounded like some weird shit.
illness, disease.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, honey, come on. What am I supposed to do with this? I know you're trolling. They don't know you're trolling.
See? See, I have an ex-wife that we already talked about this. I have an ex-wife that and probably was like, oh, I have to get the deodorant that doesn't have aluminum in it, shit, because if I do, I get cancer and I die and go to hell. That kind of weird shit. So
you know who's never gonna die and go to hell? Stephen Walsh, because he be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Stephen Walsh for $20 says, "Want to know what I figured out or how I figured out?" I don't know what he's talking about, but
we absolutely do want to know, though. Like we are infinitely patient. You can say you have the floor, my friend. Trust me.
Show's about you, Stephen Welsh.
Here's what it is. For $200, for $200, we want to know exactly whatever it is that you figured out, how you figured it out.
I'm pretty sure he's got to be up to 3 by now, right?
Probably. Like this seems like.
Hold on.
6, 7, 8.
Listen, I'm a salesman. Just let me sell right now. Let me cook. Let me cook. For $200 more, we'll let the world know. For $200 more,
No, guys, keep everything in your pants. Everything in your pants. You're good. Stephen has paid reparations.
No, she didn't mean me, honey. I'll let it out later. Sorry.
Oh my God. But yes, we would love to know everything that is on your mind, and you can send it for free. Just at Maya Atkinson. You don't need to give me more money.
Not for free.
Oh my God.
Pain, inflammation, that's a deficiency of electrons, right? Back to chemistry. And so this fascial web in our body allows us to shuttle energy and electrons where we're deficient and where it's needed. It's incredible.
Yes.
It is, again, incredible. Yes.
I know that fascia.
What was that?
is
Water
becoming
has
more of a
memory.
center point piece.
Yeah, so I don't know. Water has a memory insofar as it maintains its previous configuration for about, I believe it's 20 femtoseconds. So no. Dude, I don't even know how short a femtosecond is.
Hey, look,
He
look,
doesn't even know what.
look. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. That's what I heard. Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, I
ain't nothing
mean,
to fuck with.
unless you buy their one album that only has one copy, even though you have the most punchable face in the country. So that's true, Vesta. That's a fair point. But that's not what they mean. They mean like water. Okay, BBH, stop proselytizing. You can't do that, honey.
Piece for people to talk about, which is very exciting because fascia connects everything within our bodies. I know that if I've had body work done, and I know that scraping. Have you heard of scraping?
I hadn't actually.
What?
Scraping.
What is that?
It sounds like she doesn't explain it really,
Yeah.
but
Yes. Okay. So I
but she's heard of it.
had a back injury, so I would have somebody scrape my back and just keep scraping, and then it would help me significantly. And what I realized after I would do that, it's funny that you say this stuff holds energy and
So I literally think that they take like a thing, like a paint scraper, but a little less sharp, hopefully, and literally just like scrape the back. I don't think there's anything more to this.
No, I don't think so.
Hold on.
I
Hold
thought
on.
you guys were frozen for a minute. You're just like,
Oh,
oh no, God.
Like,
No, they were researching.
I was just gonna say, hey, line them up. Whoever wants to scrape my back, scratch my back,
Right?
line them up.
That sounds great.
he loves.
No scraping of my back. If you want to massage it, like yeah, I do like the deep tissue massages.
I will accept that as well. But if you want to scratch the fuck out of my back, I'm here for it. Like line them up, line them up.
He likes his back scratches.
Leo and I are going to charge like $300 for that. So yeah.
AR, I want a quantum scrape on my back.
Oh my
A
god.
quantum scrape.
I don't know if that's a term. Quantum scar, I think, is a term though.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm a quantum physicist. I don't even know what a quantum scar is. Because I'm a bad physicist, as my girlfriend always likes to say.
memory and information, right? So as I would do that, sometimes I would have these emotional releases, like, of anger or of sadness, of grief. And I was like, why is this happening every time that I scrape my back? But it makes sense because my fascia in there was probably holding, because I was probably just so tight in there that when it opened and released, boom, I get these hits of locked up emotion that.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's talking about when she gets like a kink worked out in her back, that the tight muscle releases emotions that she then feels. Like the emotions are stored like they are in a pensieve from Harry Potter, but it's in her muscle.
No, she didn't say muscle. She said the connective tissue, the fascia.
Like, you're right. You're right. 'Cause, yeah.
As tightness that you have when you have a knot in your back or whatever is in the muscle. But I'm not gonna be.
No, it's definitely the fascia.
Hey, when was the last time any of us here in the chat, just raise your hand. When was the last time you went to a therapist? Let's keep it a buck right now. Last time you went to a therapist and you were like, "Hey doc, my muscles and tendons are really depressed right now. They're really, really depressed, and they're actually like the muscles in my right arm right now are ready to off themselves. Like, what do we need to do about that? Like that's you guys correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I feel like I'm hearing right now.
Yes. I mean,
and it's like, no, man. Like my bicep, bicep is about to Kurt Cobain. My bicep is about to help me. Help me. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay, as
I
long
mean,
as
well,
that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know who else ain't wrong? Stephen Walsh, because he be
God.
dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
$20. Stephen Walsh says, I am a top kineticist. Got shit, can DOE good. Can I reference an article?
For $200.
You
Stop
can.
it!
You don't have hit me up on Discord if I don't know if you know me on Discord, but like
any of the
give us
mods.
the information. Yeah, or any mod, and yeah, we will totally talk about the article. On Discord, I'm Tapioca Weasel. I'm consistently branded. No doctor, just Tapioca Weasel.
That was there before. Am I correct?
No, I don't know what you're saying, but you're not.
Absolutely. I mean,
right? It just yes person.
that is what so many different body workers report, is this idea that fascia can hold memory. And then again, we start to get into this quandary of, is it the fascia that's holding it? Is it the water that's lining the fascia that's holding it? But either way, this is something that people have been reporting for years and years, decades and centuries.
Hold on.
And hold on. That's not how anatomy works. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're the nurse. You go first.
No, I that's not how anatomy works.
I'm learning new terms all night tonight, yo. What the fuck is a body worker?
I was gonna ask that.
Does she mean a massage therapist?
I know what a sex worker is. And shout out to them. Do your hustle, do your grind, make your money. What the fuck is a body worker?
My mind was thinking a massage therapist. Like if you're working the body.
I think that's probably
out. Right?
That's probably what she means. And then she's going to them for like metaphysical information on the nature of how emotions are stored in muscles, which is
conversations massage therapists have.
As one does.
As one does.
What has what conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, look, I've had many massages in my life. I wish a masseuse would be like, I'm gonna give you a deep tissue, and then I'm gonna scratch and scrape your back. Oh my, I might die.
I'm gonna give you a quantum scraping.
I'm gonna get a quantum deep tissue massage, and then a quantum scraping. Y'all never see me again. I would die.
Estelle has a great question.
What's the teacup? We will cover that when we wrap up, I think.
Okay, well, we're not going to be wrapping up at the end of this video. One of the reasons I like this video is that it is chunked up into bites, so we can end after any one of these sections.
Bite size.
And it's fine.
Give us another 8 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
Yes, our bodies are so interesting. I'm just so glad that we're coming into the era of realizing mind-body connection and actually studying the inner workings of these complicated systems.
Yo, people have been trying for a while. We haven't been able to like do much useful until the last few centuries, though. Yes, sir.
Can we stop trying to overcomplicate things? A back scratch is a back scratch, bitch. Like, quit acting like, well, all of a sudden when I got a back scratch, I had this like galactical type experience where I felt like I was touching the stars and shit. No, you didn't. You had a back scratch. Stop it.
So, to answer your question, can we stop like overthinking things or whatever? No, I'm not capable.
Well, obviously, you and Leo prove that.
Physics is hard.
Because I find it's the most important. Next question. How does fascia connect the body's biofield and quantum energy flow?
What is that question? What does that mean? Do you know
What the fuck is a biofield? It's not a thing.
That's what you guys were here to tell us. We didn't know.
I'm telling you, it's
There is
nothing,
nowhere-
Maya.
No, it's nothing. There's nowhere in my short years of study to put it on a lower end that there's no. Not who gave her these questions? Because this isn't some bullshit.
Right? It's just
Who gave her these questions?
oh.
Like you can't just make that shit up. I can't even make that shit up.
Oh man, I wish like it. None of them have like led to as long of a pause though, because there was that one question earlier where there was like a 5-second pause where even Doctor Not Doctor here was like,
The not doctor gave her these questions.
what?
Oh, I know you ain't talking about me.
No, I mean like there was a whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Dude, you have twice as many doctorates as the next person like on the panel. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Two times
a doctor.
yeah.
You kind of touched on that already.
Did she?
Yeah, it is able to pick up. And again, it's really this dance between this water that comes up to the surface. And when that water comes up to the surface, it changes structure. And that structure is able to hold different frequencies of light, of energy.
Where's the water at? Where?
What?
When the water comes up to the surface, it changes its structure and holds different frequencies. Like, oh my god!
I feel like this is gonna dive into what do fucking believers call that shit? The water and the
holy
the waters above and the fountains of the great deep.
Yeah, what is that thing called?
Noah's flood.
Oh, the dome.
The dome,
the firmament,
the
You're talking
channel,
about the waters of the deep.
firmament.
Firmament. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Sorry, I should have. Yeah.
That's where it was going. Cause I'm like, where the fuck is the water? Anyway,
it's all in our head.
okay, the water's in the head.
In your head.
Wi-Fi, electromagnetic frequencies. And so that is able to connect us to that world of frequency.
Oh my fucking god. Frequency is the most bastardized term with the possible exception of quantum itself in physics. Like people use the term frequency as though it is this self-evident thing that has like value and there are good frequencies and bad frequencies, and all of that is dumb and wrong.
Hey, as a DJ, all I know is high, mid, and low frequencies. That's,
There you go.
Yeah. And what a frequency of what? A fucking sound, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like an actual thing. It's not just like a chakra. Like this lady has a chakra frequency of something that I don't fucking even know. Like
that invisible blueprint that is emerging.
If it's a blueprint isn't very useful if it's invisible. That's the whole fucking point of blueprints.
Worse on the pause button than my man.
Officially.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Well, around our parts, Oz is the king of the pause button. You took that crown.
Oh. it's literally my only job here.
Yeah, and like Stephen Walsh, whose job seems to be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Yes.
If anything, we're getting fucked up tonight.
If anything.
Yeah.
Good Thursday.
Emerging as a guiding field in biology and life overall. And it seems that fascia plays a important role in that.
Totally vacuous.
Right. And you say that it's lined with this easy water, like structured water. So what happens when we're
What is
Lined
easy
with-
water?
I was gonna ask that.
I don't know. I've never heard this term.
Lined with easy water. I'm like, oh, this is new news to me.
Easy water.
Maya, I rely on you for insight into
Easy water?
That
well,
water.
the woo
No,
community. 'Cause
Look, all I know about is Gwyneth Paltrow's vag water,
it's called
which
goop.
has it has healing properties,
No, it
and
doesn't.
you should buy it for $100 a bottle because it cures
Okay.
cancer.
It's easy like the Sunday morning.
Goop.
Whoops.
Is that the goop?
That is the goop.
It was, but then God was like, no, you know what? No, you're gonna get.
It's like
You're-
we're
you're-
not
you're
even
gonna
going to
get-
lie to you like that.
You can't even do that. Yeah. We'll just bring it back to this responsible woman here.
Easy water.
We're dehydrated. How does that affect us?
How does it affect us when we're dehydrated? Like, not great. You should drink water. Like,
Are there-
you should drink water.
Are there
Hydration.
people who don't understand that you should stay hydrated?
Do it. Like, your kidneys
No, we're just
will thank you.
overcomplicating the situation of dehydration.
Or how about this? If you have easy water,
Slut.
you have easy what? How are you dehydrated? If it's just easy water, easy to drink, easy to find, whatever the fuck your definition of easy is, how are you being dehydrated?
It's quantum dehydration.
So we're okay. Now we're talking about the smart people shit. I need to know.
I was gonna be like, you know what, that's too advanced, but then the chat brought it up. Okay, AR in the chat, they were like, it's quantum dehydration. I was like, oh well, I mean,
No,
right.
let's keep it simple. You fuck sticks. If you don't know how to keep hydrated, you can go to a gas station. You can get Gatorade. You can get Pedialyte. There's ways to stay hydrated. You don't need quantum nothing. Just drink
Alkaline water.
You don't even need that. Just
9.5
water.
pH I saw in the fucking in the fucking gas station. 9.5 pH. That is really, really basic.
It's very basic.
just go to your kitchen sink and pour some water, bitch.
Drown in it. God damn
So
it. Kim.
for $5, Brilliant says Dr. T knows what a femtosecond is, but does he even know what a ferrosecond is?
I
What's a
don't like
ferro-
you. You're not a friend of mine.
Okay.
I don't. Okay, this is evil demonic magnet speak. Okay, and I'm not
Oh.
going to tolerate it in this joint. Okay.
Oh yeah, magnets are evil.
Magnets are evil. Okay, and this guy probably has like ferrofluid demon blood. So
Yeah, and they work through black magic.
Okay. Well, Maya did say earlier on this channel we do not bash bad beliefs. So
I did not say that. I never said that.
I don't remember her ever saying anything like that. Because I would push back on that. I would be like, yeah, but Maya, what if people believe
like
that
the
the
whole
Earth
channel.
is not flat?
Well,
Because it is. The
was
Earth
it-
is flat, you guys.
all right, I will correct. Was it really? I now I don't remember what she said, but
No, we don't go directly after religion.
so I'm going after this religion now. All of a
You
sudden,
sometimes.
Dr. Weasel's coming up with. I'm going after that religion.
The evil magnetology religion?
Yes. There's nothing
I agree. Go after that shit. It's
not demonic.
It's absolutely demonic. It is the corporealization of the devil
lost
and
me.
Beelzebub.
Corporealization. What? Okay.
Yep.
Roll the tape.
That's not a great situation for us, right? Because
You're not wrong.
that's the building block, first of all, of this. And dehydration, we know, just to have profound effects on our biology. We're water beings, right? We are.
This is true.
70% water by weight. If we line up our molecules, molecularly speaking, because the water molecule is so small, we're almost 98% water.
That doesn't actually. Okay, that's contradictory. If you lined up all of the molecules in our body, way less than 98% of them, I think, would be water because they are so small. A single molecule of DNA is like 3 feet long.
And when we have a dip in our content of water, it really affects our function. You know, this water is lining our proteins, and we know that that's how our body functions. Our proteins fold and they change, and
They do that. That's like one thing proteins are really good at is folding.
Fold that shit.
Yeah, they're like basically like whoever made proteins, probably really good at origami.
God.
Origami.
Therefore.
and their shape, their conformation is how the cell initiates action. And so if that water isn't present, if we are dehydrated and we can't do that, we are severely limiting our cellular function and thus function overall.
That's like the only smart thing she's said.
Right?
Like,
she was like, water's important, stay hydrated. Like,
Yeah, bitch.
10 out of 10. Fantastic.
Get your vaccines.
Yes. And that.
Yeah,
I'm
get
gonna
your
start
vaccines. I mean, how else are we going to start the next pandemic?
Gotcha. So we touched on this earlier, but how can understanding fascia help us release stored trauma?
Oh my God, this was so, like, oh.
Connective,
like literally, the idea of stretching out connective tissue will release stored trauma, like in an emotional sense, not in. She's going to talk about some acid, I think.
It's a structure. It doesn't hold emotion. It's just a structure.
But it holds acid, though.
Oh God, don't you start.
I think that fascia is a really interesting emerging field because it does really bring in this idea of interconnection. When
it really ties the room together.
we look at the fascia, we see that it is intimately intertwined with our nervous system, our emotional health, our immune system, our mitochondrial health.
Powerhouse of the cell.
I mean, it is touching almost everything in our body. And so this idea that working through that web and working through the fascia to have better emotional health, to release trauma, to impact mitochondrial function and immune function is really important and leads us to a much more expanded view of health. And
this is our problem. We are not working out our fascia enough. That's why we're unhappy. That's why we're depressed. That's why Oz is bipolar and ADHD and PTSD and all that bad shit, because he does not work out his fascia. You need to work out your fascia. Release that shit.
Well, how do I do that?
Scrape your back.
I'll do it. I can't
scrape myself. Scrape the back.
Figure it out. This bitch figured it out. She scrapes her back.
With what?
Scrape it.
You gotta scrape it. You can use anything to scrape your back. Any like sharp surface, like you could use like a letter opener probably to like scrape. Just.
Dr. Tapp, will you come over and scrape my back?
I will do all of that and more.
Wow.
Because physics is hard, and I gotta teach you.
Oh, baby.
You know, we need show Stephen Wall some love. He's throwing dimes in the chat.
Who threw some more? Oh, Steve threw some more. Oh, shit.
He got distracted.
I got distracted by that Jesus haircut.
Oz was distracted by the offer, by Dr. Tapp's offer.
I was distracted because for the longest time I thought Jesus was a myth, but all of a sudden I think he's real.
There you go.
I'm beautiful.
For $10, Stephen Wall says, "Whole water."
Whole water.
How to support it.
Mm-hmm. How does movement like stretching or yoga improve fascia and energy flow at a quantum level?
It doesn't.
Well, when we move, like we said just before, it creates that electrical charge because the fascia is piezoelectric.
Oh
Not
my
only
God,
that,
I
when
don't
we
like
move,
you.
it signals our
It's not
cells in the
quantum.
fascia to secrete hyaluronic acid. And
There we go.
hyaluronic
I told you she was gonna bring up some random magical acid.
What?
And it's hyaluronic acid. I have no idea what hyaluronic acid is.
What?
I don't even know how to spell hyaluronic
Jenna?
acid.
Hyaluronic acid. It sounds like that's the shit that's in like my beauty products that I put on my face.
Right.
Like
Well, I
hyaluronic
mean,
acid, I think if
well,
I
I think she's about to talk about how collagen is piezoelectric, unless she
Right.
already mentioned that and I missed it.
Yeah, she did. Like
She did?
hyaluronic
Okay.
acid is like in my beauty products, I feel like,
Yeah.
to make your skin nice and supple and not dehydrated.
I just use hot dog grease.
Yeah, thank you, Jason.
acid
It's like in your lotion and your beauty product stuff. Yeah, I knew that shit sounded familiar, but it's not.
There we go.
Thank you, Crystal. See, I ain't dumb. Shit.
Nobody ever said that.
No, people only say that I'm done
watching
on this channel. Mostly, yeah, it's you. I get it, honey.
is completely covered in this water that we're talking
It really makes me feel bad in front of the audience when you talk about me like that.
about, this water that happens at the surfaces. And so what you're getting is this charge, electrical charge in the fascia. You're getting an influx of new water, new structured water, and you're getting this building of more of this water. Gerald Pollack was the first to identify this fourth phase of water, as his book is called. And he found in many of their research.
I did not have time to look into that, the fourth phase of water, because
Well, now you
structured water is not the fourth phase of water. That's dumb. I'm not
I
like
don't.
water. If it has multiple phases, they're all different ice phases. So
I don't. Okay. But real quick though, do what it takes, Stephen Walsh, for dropping motherfucking doves in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up,
God damn.
get fucked up.
I know, like I'm all out of margarita. I don't even know, but I do want to say thank you because Stephen wants to know, where did money come into play? Like I don't, like, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, you do. 200 bones.
There's a time when people would have asked if I made alt.
Seriously. No, he's like, man, I think everybody else done
old
dropped out.
Randy.
It's like normally, what do you call it? Like, is it Jester and Regios
It's Jedi.
and
It's normally Jedi and Regios.
Jedi Regios. And right-handed Sith has been stepping up lately, but everybody else is like, well, I
I'm
guess
pretty sure right-handed
everybody's just
Sith
like-
and left-handed Jedi are the same person because, Schenectady. I don't know if that's the right word, but
You won't believe what just happened again. Stephen Walsh.
I absolutely do believe it.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Hey, my Jay's gonna be so pissed when he sees this shit.
So pissed.
Because
You know what? Jay can get off his ass and stream then.
Yeah, because he even shouted me out on one of his when I say recent, like 2 months ago, he's like, man, I need to get Oz on here with that drink. He does that 1, 2, like he even quoted 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that never happened. Now I'm gonna talk shit to him, be like, look,
Yeah,
Well,
be like,
and you know what?
This
Now
could be
when
you.
you see Jay, you can be like, I have the same number of doctorates as you because he he also has 2 doctorates,
Ooh.
and it makes me feel
Oh, hold on.
inadequate.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, like, that's rare. Like, I don't know many people with 2 doctorates. Jay Bundy has 2 doctorates,
And
and
now
it makes me feel inadequate. So, there's that.
Now I'm about to body the Bundy.
Yeah, you do too, honey. You always make me feel inadequate. Thanks.
Oh, about to body the Bundy. Listen, Jay. Listen, Jay. I'm coming at you.
double PhD battle.
Now I'm about to go for 3. Hey,
If you can get your PhDs to like intersect each other and have like one P like penetrate the D, it would be a great usurpation of the normal way of things. The P intersecting,
You gotta penetrate the D.
the P penetrates the D.
Penetrate the D.
That's what feminism's all about.
Around the globe.
Speaking of which, Robin Webster has been a cult member for 12 months.
Yeah, he has.
Robin, we love you. Please continue to enjoy your tapioca weasels, your nitties, and vaginas.
Have confirmed that it's infrared energy that builds this type of cell-bound water. And when we move and do something like Qigong and
what is Qigong? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
Oh man, that's the thing.
Is it like a type of yoga or something, or yoga-ish? Is it like Tai Chi? Because
probably some spiritual bullshit.
What was it?
Chinese
Qigong.
It was, hold on.
Qigong.
A Chinese practice
when we move and do something like Qigong.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I was overriding you for a moment there. Sorry. That was me.
A Chinese practice that combines breathing, movement, and meditation to improve health and well-being.
I was about to say, yeah, that's not
yoga.
That's not like Tai Chi or like any type of close to
I'm looking at the movements here. It looks a lot like Tai Chi.
Like Tai Chi is
really?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they're actually the number one question. How is Tai Chi different how is Qigong different from Tai Chi? Qigong and Tai Chi are both practices that focus on cultivating Qi or life energy. However, they differ in their movements, complexity, and focus.
I was about to say, because Tai Chi, like literally yesterday, I ran into an old friend of mine, and he's a martial arts coach, and he's a black belt in like 4 different disciplines, and he had 3 guys in a match yesterday that were Tai Chi. And when I heard that, I was like, that doesn't sound like what he's doing. Because like Tai Chi is not about like knocking people out. Right?
No, yeah.
I'm mostly familiar with it as like an
kind of a yoga
sort of thing.
meditation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I can imagine it's a martial art because those span the gamut.
Yeah, it's what it was marketed as it's a no knockout event, right? It's more about the body movement and who has it down. But his first black belt was in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's more into like the combat part of it. But he also coaches that. So that's when I heard that I was like, I don't know if they're doing the same things.
All right, we'll finish this up and then wrap up.
Yeah. Cool.
And any stretching that you're talking about, it's going to create that electrical current. It's going to build that cell-bound water, and it's going to create the energy that really brings this whole system together.
Right.
Like the rug.
Hold on, we just figured it out. Anybody doing martial arts, all you got to do is channel your inner water. Make sure your inner water is like it's just moving one
This
way.
is how it works.
All of the energy together, center it, whatever force it is, the fuck that we talked about earlier. Because now I forget because I'm ADHD, and then pray to Jesus that it works, and then you win. That's what I'm hearing at this point. You win at life.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Did I do a thing? I didn't do that, did I? Okay.
No, keep it.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
this
it's
though.
goodness. Stop touching shit.
That said ADHD. That's don't put me up here.
Okay, well, the girls
There
on the
you
screen.
There you go. Put the beautiful face up there. There you
Oh
go.
Lord.
All right, I was in. I'll put you down here though because you guys are the let's say stars, but the guests. God,
There you go.
I'll say stars. Why would you guest starring? Absolutely a term, Maya. Come on.
Guest starring.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it.
Stop it.
everybody thinks you're very lovely tonight, Jenna.
Absolutely.
Cute.
Always.
Thank you. I appreciate
All right, so Jenna and us. Who are you? Where are you? What do you have coming up this week?
work.
On the tubes, on the
Yeah.
socials.
Yeah. Well, I don't do anything.
Weren't you going to talk about the teacup or something?
Yes. Good Lord. I'm terrible at this. Yes. I will talk about yes, I will at least talk about the teacup. So the teacup is because someone did ask that earlier. Thank you for the question. The teacup is a channel that Oz and I share that started out as us talking about a little pop culture, music, things going on like pop culture related. We're now transitioning it to, well, first we're going to rename it. So it's going to be going to go into a little rebrand because that's what the fuck we do. We always got to rebrand every 6 to 12 months. So it's going to be under a different name, which we're going to discuss, but we're going to make it a bit more fun because I don't do research for the channel, and Oz has been doing
too
research for
lazy.
the channel, and he's too lazy to do more research and too ADHD to focus. But I love my man.
Same.
So
Same.
what we're gonna dabble into, which we have been doing on his main DJ channel, is basically reviewing like PDFs, the Chris Hansen's
The
shows.
Aubrey's.
All that stuff, and then also the old school Maury and Jerry Springer shit because we find that fun and hilarious. So we're just gonna make it a bit more fun and hilarious, basically. But stay tuned. So we'll figure out what all that's gonna be named in the near future. But yeah, other than that, for me personally, I don't put out my own personal content, but I have a channel where it's linked to different videos of content I used to do. I'm still considering doing my own content, but that's in its very, very basic infancy. I'm just too busy and with real world stuff right now. But yeah, other than that, you see me mostly on his channel or our shared channel or pop in on channels like this one. And that's it.
I'm sorry. It reminded me of so I love this comment because first time we got raided by President Sunday, half the chat was calling him Discount Bosch.
Yeah, no, for real.
Jeez.
Yep.
Oh hell. All right, we are getting out of here. You're not keeping me up later. I'm falling asleep. Anyways, but Stephen Walsh be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up, get fucked up.
All night long.
For $22, Stephen Walsh says, I do base scallops on top halibut first. I am definitely dedicated. You're dedicated AF.
Uber.
We appreciate you. Holy shit. Tap a flying you to Stephen Walsh's house.
all.
Grab
I
some
mean,
knee
I will
pads.
do everything.
He was like, "Fuck Leo, I'm hooking up." So, if I may, real quick, because I know that there's a few people in the chat that hang out on the channel, and I let them know. Well, babe, what was like a week and a half ago or so. So I keep it, like I said, keep it as brief as possible. My bipolar one, like 3 weeks ago, whatever. Like I went straight manic, and it doesn't mean like I was in a dark place or anything. But racing thoughts, all that. And I made one Facebook post. It was like, man, I'm just trying. Like, I'm not a quitter. I'm trying, but goddamn, this shit is hard sometimes, right?
Mm.
And I made that post. Can I tell you, even my family, which was the first time, and I appreciate this, my family that are Christians, for the first time, all they posted was, Oz, the one thing, if there's anything we know about you, you don't know how to hit a quit button. You don't know how to stop. You just keep going, right? So, and I appreciated that. But there were one or two motherfuckers. There was one or two motherfuckers that are always they have the Twitter fingers. They're the keyboard warriors, the Christian keyboard warriors, right? That made comments. And I literally took like 10, 11, 12 days off, like no social media, because I just knew I had to clear my head. I knew I was struggling, and I wasn't in the right place to be having those type of conversations. Once I bounce back, I go, and the first thing I see is there's like all these comments and shit, right? Well, of course, there's these two motherfuckers that always going to be condescending and shoving their thoughts and their ideas down my throat. Well, I called them out, and the one in specific pretends to be this, God-fearing man, but I know what he is behind the scenes because I worked with him. And the other one it's a very similar situation. Well, they both, while we've been streaming, they both messaged me and said, "What do I need to bring?" Because I invited them to a stream tomorrow night.
Oh.
Oh.
Like I went on
Okay.
Facebook. I went on Facebook and I was like, "Here's what it is: get out from behind your keyboards.
Oh.
And say this shit to my face. Say this shit to my face. All this condescending shit where
What's going down?
it's this and it's that. It's that and it's this.
I almost forgot about that.
What I'm gonna need you to do is say that shit to my face, because you've never said it to my face. All you've ever did was type it in a text or put it in an email or put it on Facebook. Now it's time. Now you get to say that shit to my face. And going into 2025, that was, I don't believe in resolutions, but if there was a resolution, it was like, I'm not going to give people room to be condescending and judgmental and all that anymore. Like it is what it is. Now you got to say it to my face. So they both have responded. We'll see if they show up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if they show up. But it's tomorrow night, and
9 p.m.
We'll 9 p.m.
Well, which channel?
That's on on my DJ channel.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I will be there. I mean, in the chat, with my popcorn.
We'll see if they show up. The one, his name is Travis. Travis. I'm convinced Travis will show up.
I am too.
Because he's too dumb to realize that he's dumb.
Right.
He's one of those. He's too dumb to realize that he's dumb. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to be relentless with him because not only was the reason we stopped working together is the last time I worked with him, he said some sideways ass racist shit. And then right after that, I heard the way that he talked to his wife. And I was like, dude, I can't even fuck with you. And the reason I say that is I put it on the Facebook chat. I like all that shit's public. It's all there. So if you're, and I'm not saying it for drama, but my whole point in saying is, and we talked about this even when we were on Skeptic Haven tonight. When you see dumb shit, call it out.
Yes.
When you hear dumb shit, call it out. So
Yes.
within an hour, I heard this dude say racist shit, and then I heard him literally verbally. And growing up in a home that was extremely abusive, I heard him verbally and emotionally abusing his wife. You think I'm not going to call your ass out, bro? But he's so dumb, he doesn't even realize he's dumb. He will. That dude, I don't know if Brandon will show up.
He's gonna show up.
But Travis will show up, and there will be no mercy. There will be no mercy. So if you want to be entertained by stupidity,
I'm here for it.
It's gonna be a smorgasbord.
Funsies.
Oh no, and I man, I had to be at work early the one day when you and DeFreak were in a bars chat, and I was like, "Thank you."
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you were there for a second. Yeah, I could.
I was listening while driving, and I'm like, I am not used to being awake this early. I don't know how I'm going to make it to work. And then Bar was like, "Do you want to let him in?" I was like,
well, yeah. It look, Maya was the one poking the flames.
Oh yeah. I was like, "Hey, here's some charcoal and some matches. I'll drop this."
Bar kept saying, like, "Do I let him in?" I was like, "Dude, it's your channel, bro. It's your channel." But I'm just telling you, the last time I talked to this dude, he said some sideways ass shit about my mom. He said some sideways ass shit. Like, I'm gonna have no mercy, bro. No.
Oh yeah, no. Oz was straight on. Some, what you say about my mama, motherfucker?
Yep.
Just like, holy shit. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You woke me up. That was a great drive to work.
So I no longer entertain like is God real shit. Like, fuck your God. I don't really give a shit about your God. But the, like, when it comes to like abuses and harming people and hurting people and all that, man, I'm not going to entertain you. I'm going to destroy you. Right. That's my whole point in it. And if your religion is associated with that, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, quit hurting people. That's my whole thing. Quit hurting people. And you don't necessarily need a religion to do that. But unfortunately, in America, more times than not, a religion is associated with said hurt and harm. Mm-hmm. So, but I know we have another super chat we need to celebrate.
Yeah, Stephen Walsh be dropping motherfucking dubs in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Stephen Walsh for $20 says, "Thanks for that. Thought of Charles Dutton. We are not going to on knees." So I
don't know what that means.
I get more and more confused.
I think Stephen Walsh is following directions. Get fucked up. I think
there we go.
Yes.
There you go. Stephen Walsh be dropping motherfucking deuces in the chat.
1, 2, it goes 1, 2, 3,
Or
get fucked up, 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 get fucked up.
Oh, can I say this? I want to. I do. I want to create a drink track for your guys' channel, and
if you could, we will use it.
But babe, you and I have to work together. There has to be a visual of when Dr. Tap does this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at my new computer.
Oh, he loves doing that.
I love it.
I mean, I just made it a thing tonight. Like,
you've done that before.
I have done that before, but I haven't done it like on command like that.
Bro,
Love it.
coming from a white boy, I ain't never seen nothing more white boy.
I
No, he's
I
been more
am
white boy than that.
exceptionally white.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you should have said okay, so I accidentally I had this in a different browser and I couldn't turn the music off. And it was him and Mr. Anderson just oh my God. It was like the whitest white boy dance for like I need to apologize again to the chat. Because I jumped out of whatever browser that was, and then I came over here, and I've been in Edge ever since. Because I'm like, oh God, no more. But it was just like them just like doing to techno.
I'm not gonna lie, like of all the people online that I know, yeah, Mr. Anderson is almost as white as I am.
Almost.
Well,
He might be more white. Yeah, he's Canadian and a lawyer.
Facts.
But I'm just to say that we can wrap it because I know Jenna's got to get ready for work in the morning.
Early.
I'm dying to. I am fading. All right. So, do you have anything to say before we go?
No,
I
please
do.
Don't instigate right now.
I do.
I gotta go to bed.
Well,
I gotta go to bed.
I only have one thing to say. There's someone in your chat now that's suspect because as soon as I said it, they went and fished. They went and fished the shit out of the sewer. They went and fished the shit out of the sewer and brought it to your chat. So I have no
idea who that is.
I know who it is. It's